Hi guys, hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Oh, I've got hair on my face. It's morning here in Perth. I've got my morning coffee. What are you guys up to? Is it nighttime where you are? I know it's 6:45 p.m. in New York, almost 4 p.m. in LA on the West Coast. How are you guys? What are you up to? What's happening? Do you have any manifestation questions? I thought I'd pop on because my definite live isn't till 6 p.m. EST on Sunday night. So I thought I'd pop in for you guys on the Saturday night. Is anyone here with a question? I am just sitting here enjoying the nice weather in Perth. It's not too hot, but it's kind of sticky and disgustingly humid. So I'm just having my morning coffee because I don't need breakfast. Has anyone got any questions for me? Is anyone around waiting for Manifestation Live? Hi, Paul. How are you? What are you up to? Aren't you in Scotland? What time is it? 11:45? Christ, you're up late. Did you have a big night or were you home? Probably like me on a Saturday night staying home. I'm too old these days to go out on a big bender on a Saturday night. Hi, Producer Dina. How are you guys? Hi. What are you up to? What are you doing? Is it nighttime where you are? It's the morning for me. I just woke up. Well, I woke up an hour ago and washed my hair because it looked like shit. What's happening, guys? Hi, Ellie. Hi, I've never seen you before. There's a few names I'm noticing I've never seen before. I don't know if you guys are new, if you follow me or not. I'm Loz, and I am just banging on TikTok about manifestation because I've learned a lot from my mistakes. More from the mistakes than the successes, to be completely honest with you, because I made so many. So if you have any questions about manifestation, about law of attraction, which I don't believe in, about law of assumption, about Neville Goddard, about how to get what you want out of your life, please ask me. Can I ask you a question about manifesting? Sure, darling, please do. What is it? Because all my stuff that I'm telling you guys is just from experience. It's from what I've learned, but mostly it's from what I've experienced, and especially what I've experienced doing wrong. Okay? Like reacting or acting in the 3D. That shit, no work. Hi, Millie. Hi, guys. Why don't you believe in the LOA? Okay. So I'll tell you exactly why. The universe is just air. It's just atmosphere, right? So for a manifestation to come about, for something to happen for you, air can't do anything for you. People do things for you. So people react to the way you feel and think about yourself. So those people then act in your 3D world according to how you see yourself, your self-concept. That is how things come about. It's actually people who move to make things so for you. It's not atmosphere, a higher power. This ethereal world up here doesn't really do anything. The way law of attraction talks about things is saying something up here decides things for you. You send out your wish, your want, your desire, and it manifests it for you in some kind of way and sends it back. You attract it. Well, that makes no sense to me because it's actually the people in the world who do things for you. So say you want a new car, the car dealer will find the car for you. If you want a lover, you will meet a person in a nightclub, or someone will introduce you on a blind date, or you go on Tinder. It's people who do things for you. It's what make your manifestation come about. It's never atmosphere. It's never the universe. It's never anything outside of you. And everyone in your world reacts to your self-concept. And that is your subconscious mind's thoughts that you've had your whole life about yourself. And they build the person you are, and that is reflected into the world. So if you think you're not good enough, people will treat you like you're not good enough. If you're confident and you think you're the shit, people will treat you accordingly. And then your manifestations will be derived from your self-concept. So how you're reflecting out in the world, as within, so without, things will come back to you in that way. Now, maybe that seems like attraction, but really what it is your reflection coming back to you like a mirror. Okay, not that people mirror you exactly, but you've got to change yourself to change your circumstances. Okay, so if you want, say, to be happily married, you can't feel unlovable and unchosen and not good enough, because then the person will start feeling that way about you. They literally can't help themselves. It's the way that people react to your being. Your being affects their being. and then they act accordingly towards you. They literally reflect back to you your assumptions. And this is what Neville Goddard terms the law of assumption. I mean, whether these things are laws or not laws, I don't know. All I know is I know for fact that the way I've felt about myself in life has directly reflected back to me. So the times when I felt good enough were the times my life was shit. And the times when I felt confident and good about myself were the times when my life went better. And that's manifestation. That's all it is. It's simply your subconscious mind manifesting. That's why all these LOA people get you to do affirmations. It's literally replacing your old subconscious thoughts. That's all an affirmation is. It's just a dominant thought, a new dominant thought. So that's why LOA makes fucking zero sense. I'm trying to manifest, but things are difficult right now. Do you have any tips with this? What's difficult, darling? You tell me. Because if you're saying it's difficult, you're literally affirming. I said this yesterday in a live. As you're writing that, you're actually telling the world it's difficult. You're telling your subconscious mind. Remember, everything you say is like a script. So your subconscious mind's got little notepads taking notes. What would you like? Oh, it's difficult? Difficult. Let's make everything more difficult. Literally everything you say to your mind, it soaks in and it produces for you. It doesn't know the difference. It doesn't know you don't want that. It just hears what you say. Just remember, you are hearing you all day long, and you is your subconscious mind, and it is forming your world according to what you're saying about your world. So if you don't want it to be difficult, don't say it's difficult, okay? But I know what you're doing. You're asking me a question, so that's absolutely fine. But I'm just saying, don't go about the world or go in your mind, because it hears you all day. Even if you don't say it to people, it hears you thinking it's difficult. But tell me what it is what's going on. Is it still going to work? Yes, be positive. See it happen. Well, look, even positivity isn't necessary. You just have to form new thoughts that help you. Positive thoughts would be better than negative ones. But you don't need to be emotionally happy for it to happen. So, Paul, tell me what it is that is the problem. Okay, Ellie, I've been manifesting my ex. She has contacted me, but not the way I've been manifesting. That's okay. If you're in contact, look, you've got movement. That's better than a lot of people. A lot of people are trying to get back their ex and they've got no contact. And it's hard when you're in no contact. I know that feeling. It's awful. And you're dying for them to contact you. So don't look at the current circumstances as what is going to be. You're changing them. Live in your mind together with her. You're together with her. You and her are together in your mind. Live in the end. You're in a happy, loving relationship. She loves being your girlfriend in your head. Okay? How she's reacting to you now in the 3D world is just a reflection of your old assumptions about her and your old assumptions about you. It's just catching up, okay? When my SP and I got back together, he wasn't acting the way I wanted either. And I had to be really fucking patient. And a few times I wasn't, I reacted and I really fucked things up, okay? Because you're reacting to the old them based on your assumptions of the old them. So if you're feeling not good enough or not loved or they weren't doing enough for you, and they reflect that back, you get shitty and you think, I want this to change. You can't tell them you want it to change. You have to be patient, live in your mind, live in the 5D in your head, and know you're changing you and you're changing the version of them that you want. So see a new version of her, darling, the way you want her to be, and react to her accordingly. So if she's doing something that you don't like, ignore it. Just go, okay, and then live in the end in your mind, no, she's loving, she loves me, she always wants to spend time with me, she's constantly calling and texting me, she can't be without me, okay? Think that when they're in the room. When my SP and I were going through some issues, I would literally affirm in my mind while he was lying in bed next to me. I would literally affirm while I was in the kitchen and he was in the bedroom. I'd be affirming to get my mind back, no, you're just reacting to the old shit, don't react to the old stuff, okay? Do you understand me, Ellie? If you don't, let me know. What's that mean? What does what mean, darling? What does what mean, Jessie? I've been manifesting my ex back for the first time and I dreamt about her today. What does that mean? Oh, right. So that's just your subconscious working overtime while you're asleep. Your subconscious doesn't go to bed. You go to sleep, but it doesn't. Okay, I've thought up scripts and all kinds of shit when I'm asleep. Okay, so it's just working overtime. It's working out your feelings. It's working out your thoughts for the day. It's just getting it all out. Don't read too much into dreams. But you could read into it if you want and give it meaning, because you give meaning to everything, signs, whatever. Okay? Give it the meaning that your manifestation's coming, and that's a good thing. Okay? But it just means you're thinking about her, and she's on your mind, and your subconscious is aware that you're doing that. Is it still going to work? Absolutely, darling. Don't worry about the how. Just live in your mind and know that if you imagine her and you being together and you send out those thoughts to her that you are together, you love me so much, you can't be without me. She has no choice but to reflect that back to you. This is how this works, okay? Even if it doesn't happen just yet, just be patient. Any more questions? I will do so. Thank you so much. I'm seeing her on Thursday. I'm going to affirm right next to her. You do, darling. And don't, please, I'm begging you guys, I really fucked up things with my SP by reacting because it wasn't going the way I wanted. It wasn't back to the relationship we had before because I broke up with him. And when I got him back, I messed things up by trying desperately to get it back to where it was, how close we were before. And it was just slowly catchy monkey. I was pushing it. And that's why I'm saying to you guys, don't react because it doesn't work. You've got to do it in your mind. You've got to imagine them as the person you want them to be now, even if they're not being that person, okay? I went from contact to no contact to blocked because of a third party. Now I am unblocked. Oh, excellent. Okay, so look, a third party is just your fear being manifested. Literally, you can think up third parties in your mind. If you start thinking, oh, they'll probably start seeing someone else. They fucking will. Okay, because it's your assumption. So don't think about third parties. Don't worry about third parties. You just created that with your mind, and now you've been unblocked. Wonderful. Now, my thing about blocking, I don't understand this blocking business because my feeling about blocking is you were instigating contact too much and pushing them, and therefore they blocked you. So if that's the case, pull your energy back from them and don't do so much contacting because then they'll think about you and they'll be like, God, have they forgotten about me? Okay, so if you're a person who's been blocked, just remember, you've suffocated the person with your energy. Well, not energy, but your thoughts. Okay, so pull back a little bit, lean back, be confident. They're going to contact me. Don't over contact, okay? Because that's what causes blocking or you going off your brain and reacting. It was fear, it was her ex because I always thought about it. You manifested that. Look how powerful you are. If you start thinking someone's going to get back together with their ex, they will. My SP and his wife had only just split up, and I kept thinking the whole time we were together, maybe he still loves her, maybe he still loves her. And I'm sure I was sending that shit out to him without realizing it. I nearly gave up so many times, but I didn't and got in contact again. Wonderful. Wonderful. I love that. No reaction. I got it. Yep. No reaction. Guys, you're changing them. You're changing the current circumstances in front of you. They're just, 3D is just catching up. It's your old assumptions manifested. Whatever you thought before is now in your 3D. If you thought they might get back together with their ex, they did. If you thought they didn't love you, they left you. If you thought they were going to block you, they did. Everything is your thoughts manifested out. Everyone has no choice but to reflect your assumptions, your beliefs about you, them, and situations. When you get this, it's like fucking mind-blowing because you realize, oh my God, I've literally created my entire life with my fucking shitty thoughts. I've got to stop thinking that shit. And that's why I'm saying to you, Paul, when you say it's difficult, stop saying that because you're literally telling your subconscious mind. But darling, have you told me what it was that's going on that's difficult? Let me know and I'll try and help. Yeah, understand. I'm just working towards my best life, but feel it's like it's a long time away. Okay, right. So, patience, I know it's hard, okay? But you've got to try and live up here and not take notice of the 3D, okay? Like I was saying about people who want to be famous, they're really patient about it. They don't just throw in the towel after a year of auditioning. They might take 40 years to get there. Now, I'm not saying it's going to take 40 years, but I'm just saying you've got to have that persistence and that knowing in your mind that it's going to fucking happen whether everyone says no to me or not, okay? So whatever it is you're trying to do, just know that in your mind, if you live there enough, if you stay there enough, if everything's up here, it has no choice but to manifest. And if you doubt that, look at the way people react to you daily, change the way you are, and see how people react daily to you. Become a person who smiles a lot. I've noticed because of Corona at the moment, I have to wear a mask here in Perth, and we haven't had to do that. And I realised the other day how much I smile at people. And they can't see you because you're going, and there's a mask over your face. So I'm walking my dog, I always smile at people rather than saying hello, and now I have to go, hi, because I realised I'm a kind of smile, I've become, since I was massively depressed, a more smiley person. And that energy, that thought that I have, hello, smiley, makes people react differently to me. Okay, so start having new thoughts about you. I'm confident. I'm the shit. No one messes with me. I never take no for an answer. I'm the king of my reality, and what I say goes. I run this shit. Start saying that stuff to yourself, Paul, and start saying that you are the fucking boss of your reality, that no one can say no to you, okay? That you run your reality. Everything you do in your mind manifests, and so you're only going to think good thoughts about yourself now, and see how that manifests in your world. Build your self-concept, darling, so that you don't feel unconfident about the future. Okay, my boyfriend of 5 years, this is Lozzie. My boyfriend of 5 years left out of the blue, and I'm sure for another girl I've been manifesting him. I've been manifesting him, but it's gone from contact to no contact to blocking. Right, so that's all your thoughts. You thought he might go with another girl, he did. Now, you might not realize you were thinking that, but you were. That's what happened. Then you went from contact to no contact to blocking. Well, something was going on with you that you thought he would block you. You thought he didn't want to talk to you. You were pushing the 3D and trying to get him to talk to you, and then he blocked you. Peel all your energy off him, darling. Okay? Start working on you. Build your self-concept. When I'm talking about self-concept, I mean your concept of yourself, how you feel about yourself in the world. What kind of person do you think you are? Do you think you're lovable, enough, the priority, chosen, wanted? Start saying those things. I am wanted. I am chosen. I'm the priority. I'm the queen of my reality. I run this shit. I am beautiful, and everyone thinks I'm beautiful. Everyone loves me just the way I am. I'm perfection. I'm the prize. I'm powerful. Start saying this stuff to yourself. Build yourself up and watch him return. He will slowly unblock you. He will slowly start contacting you. And then you can start saying stuff for him. SP, say their name or her. Loves contacting me. They can't be without me. They miss me. I'm constantly on their mind. They're constantly thinking about me. They cannot be without me. They want to hear my voice. What do I do if we're in no contact? That's what I'm saying. So just send that out to them. It's telepathy, guys. It's literally, they will hear you. They're in you. They're with you all the time. We are all one. As you're saying it, they're feeling it and hearing it and thinking it. It's like giving up. It's so hard not to think of them. You don't have to stop thinking about them. All this bullshit about stop thinking about them. You can't stop thinking about them. You're in love with them. Of course you can't stop thinking about them. That's why I'm saying letting go is a load of bullshit. You can't let go of a feeling of love for someone. When you're not together, it's pain. It's so painful. You can't not think about them. So don't stop thinking about them. Don't try and stop thinking about them. Think about them. And when you do, put a new affirmation in. They love me so much. They miss me as much as I do miss them when I'm away. And I say sometimes when I'm away, as if we're still together, but we're away from each other at the moment. When we're away from each other, we miss each other so much. Because you're still thinking in your mind you're together, but you say, when he's away from me, he misses me. He can't wait to hear my voice. It was the fear. How do you fix it when you messed it up after manifesting already? Look, I did that. How do you fix it if you messed it up after manifesting? Oh, fuck, dude, I know that feeling. It's really, you kick yourself because you know better. Okay? You think, fuck, I knew better than to react. Just don't say you messed up. Say, you know what? I can mess things up and I'll still get my manifestation. I can mess shit up and I'll still get what I want because I am that powerful. Okay? You're human. You mess things up. Doesn't matter. Just because you messed it up, whatever you say goes, guys. You're in charge of your reality. If you start saying, it doesn't matter what I do, my SP, their name, still loves me. It doesn't matter what I do, they still want me. I can go cray-cray on their ass and they still want me. It doesn't matter what I do, I can't mess this up. Do I need to continually believe we're together and live it as a reality? Yes, in your mind, darling. You live in the end. You live in the end. Oh, someone sent me something. Oh, thank you so much. Who was that? Ella. Oh, what's that? What's fire? I don't know what that is. That's so cool. I've only just joined TikTok, guys. I don't know all these little things that you're sending. That's so cool. So Ella, do you have a question, darling? If you're sending me things, just tell me your question. Do you believe in the pendulums? What the hell is that? The only pendulum I know is a pendulum. Well, what's pendulums? Can you explain? Is it possible to manifest good grades without actually studying for my exam? I don't know about the not studying. I guess you could just assume you absorb information as you read while you're at school, okay, or uni. You just affirm. Whenever I'm in a lecture, or whenever I'm in a class, I absorb everything easily, and I never have to study. I absorb everything without effort, okay? And then you won't have to put in so much effort. You can start affirming that about yourself, that you retain information easily and effortlessly. What is an SP? Oh, it just means specific person. Sorry, I keep saying it's real YouTube speak. Lots of people on YouTube say specific person because they mean it could be your best friend that you're not talking to anymore, could be an ex, could be a new person, like you're single and you're trying to find a new lover, a new relationship. It could be a family member that you no longer speak to. It could be new friends that you want at school. It just means specifically a person. I just say that instead of ex or boy or girl because I don't know. When I'm talking to you guys, I don't know if you're a girl with a girl or a guy with a guy or a guy with a girl. Cheers, Loz. That's all right. Hi, darling. How are you? You're always on my feed. I love seeing the same people. I manifest him, then anger comes from the past, mistakes he made, and I react to that and mess stuff up. Now, realize you created the situation. Whatever happened, the way he reacted to you is because of what you were thinking about you and him. So stop being angry at him. Start accepting responsibility for what you created with your thoughts, because this is all what manifestation is just creating stuff with your subconscious mind. So pull away your anger, stop feeling angry and start realizing, fuck, I did this. So I'm not going to react now because I know I created this situation, so I'm not going to react to him anymore. I've been manifesting my ex since December, but he keeps coming and leaving. What am I doing wrong? Because you keep thinking he's coming and leaving. You keep having thoughts of, is he going to leave? Is he going to come back? Whatever. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you for your present. Whatever they react to. So hot and cold behavior is based on your thinking. So if they come and then they go, and they come and they go, that's based on your doubts. You're doubting they're going to stay. You're doubting they love you. You're questioning what they're doing. You're questioning if they're with other people. Everything they're doing is a reflection of your thoughts, okay? And it's also a reflection of your old thoughts. So just catching up. So if they're being a bit hot and cold, don't worry. Coming and leaving. So just assume they want to be with you. They don't want to be with anybody but you. They love being your boyfriend or girlfriend. They cannot be without you. Okay, can you hear the kookaburras, guys? I'm in Australia. Can you hear that bird? Very Australian bird. I love the sound of it because I didn't live here for so long. I found this. You need to let go of the past. You can't move on if you can't forgive and forget. That's what forgiveness is, guys. When people say being angry at someone and not forgiving them is like drinking poison but expecting the other person to die, that's true. Because they're not being affected by your anger. You're just angry at them and not forgiving them, but it doesn't affect them. Okay? They're just like standing there like, they're just feeding off your thoughts, but you're the one making yourself feel sick with the anger that you're feeling. Forgive them. Forgive yourself because you created it. And once you forgive yourself, you realize you can't even be angry at them anymore because you fucking did it with your thoughts. So if they're being hot and cold with you, it's because of your thoughts of them not loving you. So stop thinking those thoughts. You know, like blame yourself. Go, fuck, I did that. Jesus Christ. Okay, don't beat yourself up, but just be like, I can't be angry at them because they were literally reflecting back to me what I was thinking. So why am I being angry at them? Even if they cheated on you most of the time, it's because you thought they might cheat or you didn't feel good enough and they therefore reflected that. It's awful to think that, but it's true. Okay, where am I? I really love your content. Oh, thank you, darling. Ella, darling, you keep sending me presents, but you don't have any questions. Oh, yes. Oh, you do. I found this. You need to let go of the past. You can't move on if you can't forgive and forget. Do you have an actual question, though, darling? Let me know. Hey. Oh, hi, Bronwyn. Thank you. I found it so hard with the insecurities too, but since learning about it, positivity takes over the negatives. Yes, look, you don't have to feel happy. You just have to replace your negative thoughts with positive ones, okay? So start really thinking, what am I thinking inside my mind that's fucked up? And change that, okay? And it really helps you. So when you start doing it, honestly, guys, the relief you feel when you start really killing those negative thoughts and you start telling your mind to shut up, like, shut up, Felicia. Shut up, Karen. Whatever you want to call it. Okay? Just tell it to shut up and go and sit in the corner and have some milk and a cookie. And shut up. And you put the new thought in. You answered my questions. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, good. Thank you. Oh, that was a thank you. Oh, thank you. Do you have any advice for letting go of the past? Yes. Realize that you created it. Therefore, you can let it go because you did it. I know this is really hard to get your head around, guys. It's like, it does your head in because you're like, why would I do shitty things to myself? But what you got to realize is, and this is what I realized about therapy, all the shit I learned in therapy is, you're doing things really unconsciously. Your thoughts of yourself have been formed from the age of 0 to 7, really. Everything that you experience from your parents, everything you experience from authorities, everything you saw your parents doing, any caregivers, they literally gave you information. Okay, this is how I was treated. Like, I've got a friend who used to ignore her baby when she was crying. And I once said to her, she's going to be a real attention seeker when she's older. And she said, what are you talking about? They don't remember. And now this kid is like, Mum, 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 Mum. Because she used to ignore her when she cried. And she doesn't realize that from the age of 0 to 7, that kid fucking remembered, I need to cry or do shit to get attention. Because she ignored her when she would, wah, 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 and she'd just leave her there. And I think, you can't leave her there forever. Like, let her cry it out, but don't just leave her there. And the kid now, as a 7-year-old, is like that. Hi, I'm from England. I want to visit Australia one day. Oh, I used to live in England. I lived in London for 14 years. I still have a house there. Forgive the soul and don't stick around for bad behaviour. Well, yes, but you created the bad behaviour, so you can just change the bad behaviour and go back. When people say, oh, well, I'm moving on from this person, they treated me badly, you've got to realise they treated you the way you thought about you. They treated you the way you thought they'd treat you. So you can forgive them and be friends with them again. You can forgive them and be with them again because you create everything with your thinking. Do we manifest our childhood? How does that work? Well, look, I think, if you've been abused, you didn't create that as a child. That's someone else's shit, okay? When you're young, you haven't formed enough subconscious thinking yet to manifest stuff, okay? So I'm not talking about when you're little and shit has happened to you, okay, and what's happened in childhood. That's people impressing their subconscious thinking onto you. But eventually, when you get old enough, you have your subconscious thoughts, and yes, your childhood starts manifesting itself out. So say children who get bullied, okay, you can watch them go from one school, their parents pull them out of one school and they think, oh, putting them in this school is going to change things, and it doesn't half the time, because it's what that child is thinking about themselves that causes them to be bullied at the next school, okay? So something those parents have done, or the way they've treated that child, or the way the thinking they've given that child, or the way they treated the child has made it feel the way it does about itself. It's not good enough. It won't be a priority. It won't be loved. People don't love me. I have no friends. And then it will feel that way about itself wherever it goes, unless it changes its thoughts. What do you think of time being an illusion? Oh, absolutely. We made up time. Like, look at this. Who made that up, that it's 8:12? Someone. It's just a planet going around the sun, and people just made up time. People made up what year it is. So, guys, time is literally an illusion, because you can go back into time and change your memories with revision. So how can that be? If the past is changeable, then how can time be real? How can I stop feeling less than other people? Darling, you've got to start building yourself up. You've got to work on self-concept. It's the most important thing. What do you feel about you? Go in your mind. Have an uncritical assessment of self. Go in your mind and think, what do I think all day about myself? Okay? If you're starting to feel less than other people, if you feel that, if you've always felt that way, start writing down all your good qualities. What is good about me? What do people like about me? And start building on that. I am lovable. I am so kind. I'm the kindest person people have met. I'm so giving. I'm so loving. Okay? People love how loving I am. People love how giving I am. Okay? Build yourself up. Think about all your good qualities and build yourself up, and then think about your negative stuff that you're saying and say the opposite. Time is all happening at once according to quantum physics. Exactly. We're all in separate realities. I'm going to manifest. I will be back. Ah, excellent. Okay. But don't do any action, Ellie. Just do it in your mind. What do you think? Do we manifest our childhood? Any more questions? I'm from England. Forgive the soul. Do you have any advice about letting go of the past? Do you answer my questions? I'm just trying to see. I found this need to go of the past. Can't move on. Oh. Thanks for the advice. You're welcome, darling. You're welcome, Gina. Hi, Shawnette. How are you? Do you guys have any more questions? Hi, Bronwyn. So, guys, if you have any questions about, I read it aloud. Is that okay? Yes. Look, I say my affirmations aloud all the time. I can't help myself. I walk around the park with my earphones in like a fucking Looney Tune, going, I'm the queen of my reality. I get everything I want. Everyone is mesmerized by me. Out loud. Who cares? Okay, it doesn't matter if it's in your mind or you're out loud. As long as you're thinking it, you're not doing it out loud methodically. I'm the queen of my reality. I'm the queen, and you're thinking, what do I want for dinner? As long as you're thinking it, doesn't matter what you do. Same with writing. As long as when you're scripting, you're thinking, he loves me so much. He loves that we're married. We're so blissfully, happily married. You're thinking it as you're writing it. You're not going, we're blissfully happily married, we're blissfully happily married, we're blissfully happily married, we're blissfully happily married. You're not thinking about it. First time joining me. Oh, hi. Brilliant. Hi, Elizabeth, as well. So, guys, do you have any questions for me, the newbies who just popped on? Anything you're trying to manifest, anything you have issues about, some LOA stuff you don't understand, just ask me, because I don't teach that stuff. Well, I'm not a teacher. I haven't experienced any of that shit working because it's no work. Any more questions, guys? What are you guys trying to manifest at the moment? What are you trying to achieve? Are there things in your life you're trying to do and you feel like you can't get there yet? You feel you're struggling? What is it you're struggling with? Let me know. By manifesting physical changes in appearance, what do you do not to be obsessed with it? Look, it's okay if you feel like you're thinking about it a lot. Don't worry about obsession. Like people go, oh, I'm getting obsessed. You're going to think about it anyway, so don't worry about it. My ears are blocked. What's going on? I just had a shower. I think I got water in my ears. So if you're trying to change your physical appearance, maybe if it's worrying you, don't look in the mirror, because as you're trying to change it, it'll affect you and then you'll feel obsessed when you look in the mirror. So avoid mirrors, cover them up, put them away. And then whatever it is you're trying to change, tell me what it is you're trying to change, darling, and I'll help you. But with physical realities, like you physically, imagine what other people will say to you. Oh my God, you look so beautiful. Oh my God, your skin's so clear. Oh my God, you've got so thin. Have you lost weight? Imagine them, your best friends saying something to you. Imagine them on the phone saying that they noticed something about you. Okay. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing your nice, youthful, clear skin, your hurt butt, or whatever it is you're trying to create, and visualize that and then say what it is you want. My butt is so perky. I am so slim, thick. My skin is so fucking clear. I have the most beautiful complexion anyone's ever seen. Do affirmations about it. For me, I've been living in the end for a few good weeks without movement. Bronwyn, for me, I've been living in the end for a good few weeks without movement. Don't worry about the lack of movement in your 3D, guys. It's just an illusion, the 3D. It's your old thoughts catching up. So there's always movement. You don't know what's going on. What's this piece of hair? If you're saying someone's always missing you, how do you know they're missing you if they're not in front of you? They could be at home right now thinking, I wonder what Bronwyn's doing. God, I miss her. You don't know what's happening. So just because you can't see anything doesn't mean there's no movement, guys. Never feel like there's no movement. Fuck the 3D. The 3D's old. That's what I have on my phone. Look at my screensaver. Where is it? It says, fuck the 3D. Oh, I can't show you because all things popped up. But my screensaver on my phone says, fuck the 3D, I'm changing you. Okay? Don't worry about the 3D. Don't worry about no movement. I do good for days, then doubt takes over because it's not coming and I get set back. Look, Neville Goddard calls doubt the devil. He literally says that in the Bible, that's what the devil is. Doubt. Doubting your power. The whole way through the Bible, they're trying to tell you how powerful you are. Jesus is going, look at me doing shit. See this? You can do this. I'm just a man. I'm just a man. You have these powers too. And if you doubt it, that's the devil creeping in. Okay, so stop those doubts. As soon as you doubt, stop yourself. No, I'm fucking powerful. I'm the queen of my reality and I get everything I want. No one can say no to me because I run this shit. Start really doing some power affirmations. I've got a power affirmations video coming up, guys, about you are the queen of your, you're the king of your reality. You get everything you want. Okay, you're the operant power. Start really stepping into that, because if you do that every day, you wake up, I'm a master manifestor. I get everything I want. I run this shit. Okay, start thinking that every fucking day. I want my soulmate back in my life. We are in separation right now. No, you're not, darling. Physically, you're in separation, but you're never separate. Remember, when you feel like that, you're all one. Everyone's one. We're all one. Okay? So, talk to them as if they're inside you. Have inner conversations, what Neville calls it, an inner conversation with your person. Good morning, how are you? Do you miss me? I miss you. It feels funny when we're not together, doesn't it? But we're still together in my mind. We're still together. So in your mind, you're still together. You're living in your mind, but you can say, I know you miss me. You want to hear my voice. You love being with me. Okay? Have them. It really feels good when you talk to them. Tell them about your day. Okay? Have them inside you. It makes you feel better. Okay? My body, for example, how to manifest very quickly. What, like changes in your body? So start affirming what it is you want and really affirm a lot about it. My waist is so tiny. God, I can fit into all my tiny clothes. Okay, whatever it is you want, affirm for it, okay? And don't look in the mirror in the meantime, if it affects you. And Shawnette, with the soulmate stuff, okay, if you think they're your soulmate, then you can't be without each other, can you? Because you're soulmates. So think that way. Live in the end in your mind. You're together in your mind. In your mind, you are together and you're not separate, okay? And think of that constantly. That's why letting go doesn't work. You've got to believe in your mind you're together, because that will reflect back to them and they will think about you. Okay, this is how this stuff works, guys. It literally, they can't not reflect your assumptions. That's how your mind works. It's how your subconscious mind works. That's why you have ESP and coincidences. It's not ESP and coincidences. It's your subconscious mind reflecting out into your 3D reality. Shawnette, I have my inner SP soothe me when I have fears. It takes the anxiety away. Oh, that's lovely. Christy, I love that. You can have them say to you, it's all right, baby, I'm here. I'm always here with you. God, that affects me just saying that. Just say it. It's just like, oh, so nice. Thank you. It's been difficult. It happened very abruptly. Look, when things happen abruptly, it's awful. It's awful, guys. It makes you feel lonely and alone. So if you feel lonely and alone, do that. Have them soothe you. Katie, there's a lovely, lovely girl called Katie. God, it really affected me saying that. But watch a channel called Create Your Future on YouTube. And there's this one coach called Katie. And she is fantastic. Go to the playlist and look up Katie and watch all her videos about no separation. And she talks about your inner SP being inside you and inner conversations with them. And she's beautiful. And the successes she's had with her clients, because they literally talk to their SP all day long, every day. They hear what they want to hear them say. They say to them what they want to say. Okay? And everything they're saying back to them is the version of them that they want. Baby, I'm with you. I've always been here. I love you so much. I've always loved you. Okay? And they're hearing them say it with their voice. And even if you can't hear their voice, you're just saying it inside of you. And literally it has no choice but to reflect onto them. Okay? To them. Katie is amazing. She's where I learned that. Oh, exactly. Me too. I love her videos. I think her energy, she's got this zen fucking energy about her. I just feel it through the screen when I'm watching her. Every time her videos come on, I watch them immediately. I love that channel. And I think Amanda's coaches, Amanda's not on there as much anymore, but her coaches, Arnie especially, and Katie are my two favorites. I love them. I think their advice is phenomenal. There are certain people you resonate with, and those two coaches I resonate with, especially Katie. What should I do when I'm scared of rejection because you rejected me in the past? Don't worry, darling. You created the rejection, so don't worry about it. Okay? Just know, oh, I rejected myself with my thoughts. I literally thought, he's going to leave me. He doesn't love me. I'm not good enough. Whatever the thoughts were that you had during the relationship is what caused the rejection. People can only reject you, and then realize people can only reject you if you think you're rejected. So stop thinking you were rejected. Okay? Start realizing all he was doing was reflecting your thoughts. Now you can change your thoughts and you won't feel rejected anymore. Seriously. Okay? Oh, God, this piece of hair in my face. I've got this really good course coming up about getting an apology. Start watching that, guys. It might be hard to take, but it's about accepting responsibility for what happened. What's the name of the channel again? It's called Create Your Future. She's got about 38,000 subscribers, and it's a girl called Amanda. But if you scroll down to the playlist, you'll find Arnie's videos and Katie's. I especially recommend Katie for that inner conversations with your SP stuff. It's really beautiful. Yeah, Create Your Future. That's the name of it. There's 3 channels I would recommend, guys, on YouTube. Create Your Future, because these all talk about law of assumption. Create Your Future. Pluto's Gate is Caleb. He's wonderful. I just fucking love that guy. And Sammy Ingram, who's real, no nonsense, no bullshit, really tells it how it is, kind of yells at you through the screen. She's really good too. I learned heaps from her and her coaches. Any more questions? How to manifest very quickly. Oh, so if you want to manifest more quickly, guys, as well, say, I get everything easily and effortlessly. Things come to me straight away. I get everything now. Say the words now. Of course I've got this now. Yesterday was great. As if everything's already happened. Can I manifest him even he broke up with me 7 months ago? Of course, darling. Okay, I've got back together with people after 6 years. Don't worry about the time. Okay, time's an illusion. Don't worry about the time. For the last 7 months, he could have been thinking about you. Okay? So assume that he's been thinking about you this whole time and start now living in the end in your mind that you're together. You're together, you're together, you're together, you're together. People go away from people, get together with other people, and are still thinking about the other person. That happens all the time. Have you ever been with someone else, been with someone but you really think about someone else? It happens. Okay? Just imagine that they're yours and you're theirs and they're still thinking about you, and make affirmations about that and live in the end in your mind that you're still together and you've never been separated. Your advice and coaching is better than Caleb's. I bought his coaching and so many others. Oh, really? Oh, thank you. Oh, no, I love Caleb. Oh, well, that's disappointing. What did you buy? His video coaching thing? Or when is enough and you should move on? Never! No moving on unless you really, really don't want it anymore. Guys, you need to understand this. You can have what you want, okay? Like, I have a friend who's given up on this guy that she really likes. And I said to her, but don't you like him? And she goes, yeah, but, I'll find someone else. I said, darling, you're just going to cause the same issues with the next guy. You realise that? If you don't fix that with this guy, the next guy's just going to get all your shit. And you're going to cause the same shit with the next person. You need to fix this with this person. And she didn't want to hear that, but it's true. That's why your relationships always end up the same, okay? If you don't fix you, this is about fixing you guys, and everything around you will change. Trust me on this, please. You've got to trust me on this, because I have had the most, I don't want to even say it, but I fucked up my life with my thoughts for a really long time. I had some really deep psychological shit about me being not good enough because of my body for a really, really long time, and I ended up in such deep therapy because of it, and it really, really fucked my life. It fucked up my career. It fucked all my relationships. Every relationship I've ever been in, I've messed up. Not the other person, me, because of my deep insecurities about me. So everything I'm saying to you guys, I'm saying from a place of really knowing that your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts about you is what causes everything that happens to you. So if you feel like you need to move on, go ahead. But trust me when I say you'll just create the same stuff with the next person because you haven't changed you. Neville calls it no one to change but self. No one but you. They are a mirror of you. Everything in the world is your mirror. And if you want to change the mirror, you don't draw the lipstick on the mirror, you draw it on you. And it reflects in the mirror, okay? So if you feel like giving up, just remember, you can have everything you want. You create your reality. And you'll just do it to the next person if you don't fix yourself. Hi, Kate. Oh, hi, Ella. Oh, thank you so much for all these things you're sending me, Ellie. Sent a present. How can I manifest not to be jealous? Well, that is you not feeling good enough. You have to feel like you're the shit. And no girl is better than you. No one. You understand? There is no competition in your reality. It's your fucking reality, and you create whatever the hell you want based on what you're thinking. So if you think there's competition, there's competition. So take that competition away. No one's better than me. Are you fucking joking? Have you seen me? Look at me. I'm the fucking shit. Why wouldn't anyone want me? You've got to start Muhammad Aliing yourself up, guys. Do you have any tips on manifesting with anxiety when what-if thoughts pop into my head? Look, all anxiety is fear, guys. Fear of not feeling safe, fear of the future, okay? Fear is false evidence appearing real, okay? You're worrying about stuff that hasn't even happened yet. I used to have such bad anxiety. I would sit and people would talk to me and they'd think I was so confident, and inside my mind was going fucking mental with anxiety, okay? So when what-if things, I used to think, oh, what if my mum died? What if I don't get my visa and can't stay in England? What if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? And I remember this therapist once said, because my biggest freak out was not being able to stay in England. She said, well, what's the worst that could happen? What if, because my what ifs were really bad. What if you had to go back to Australia? What would happen then? What could be some things that would be good? And I was like, there's nothing good. And she was like, think of some things. And I was like, I could spend more time with my family. Oh, I could hang out with my friends. The weather would be better. And I thought of all these positives, and she was like, So my what-ifs were always negative. So if you start thinking what if, to stop yourself, realise that you have the power. Okay, I didn't know all about manifestation back then, but if I'd known that, I would have realised I had the power to create having a visa and citizenship, which I did in the end. I got my British passport. Okay, but I'd moved back to Australia by the time I got it. I didn't even want to live in England anymore. Okay, I wanted it so bad for so many years. I fought and fought and fought for it, and then I realised all I needed to do was manifest the fucking thing. Any more questions? Previous relationship with a narcissist prior to the last one caused scars. This bled into this. No. Let me just tell you about narcissism. You can label someone a narcissist, but you can also change them. My dad was a narcissist. He's not anymore with me because I decided that he wasn't. I decided that my dad is nothing but loving with me. It's not all about him. He makes conversation about me. He asks about me. Honestly, darling, I've attracted almost every relationship I've ever been in has been with a narcissist. Okay, someone who's got narcissistic tendencies. But deep down, you've got to realize they are good people. Unless they are just absolutely catatonically like just a narcissist who literally has no empathy and is so fucked up and they're so broken that they're unchangeable in any way. But I don't actually believe that. All narcissism comes from brokenness, that they're so insecure that they need to win at all costs and everything has to be about them because they're so deeply scarred inside. So the scars that you're feeling are just theirs. Okay? Narcissists are deeply fucked up individuals who literally need to win at all costs. Okay? My SP's ex is a narcissist and she destroyed him with her fucked upness. And I had to start saying to him, you've got to start forgiving her because she's so broken. And he was like, I don't want to forgive her, she's an asshole. And I was like, yes, I know, but you have to look at her as so messed up. You actually have to start feeling sorry for her. Really feel sorry for her. Because she's doing that because she's such a fucking mess inside. Okay? Start feeling sorry for the narcissist and you'll start getting less angry at them because you'll realize they're a fucking mess. And if you can feel like you can change them, do. And if you don't feel like you can, just feel sorry for them. And start just peeling all that stuff off that they did to you. Ugh. Okay? Because narcissists are attracted to people who are givers, over-givers, and people who are just, their energy is one of empathy and love. They'll suck you dry because they don't have any of that. Okay? So you just think to yourself, they are attracted to me because I'm that kind of person. I'm that fucking good a person. Okay? So just forget about the way that they treated you. Know that it came from the place of you being so good that they needed you. Okay? They needed that energy from you. And just forget about watching all these videos about you can't change a narcissist and narcissist this and getting over narcissistic relationships. Just start building yourself up, darling, because sometimes lack of self-worth attracts a narcissist. Sometimes feeling not good about yourself attracts a narcissist. So start working on you and you'll forget all about the fucking narcissist. Trust me. Do you think really pretty celebrities have manifested their appearance? Oh, yes, absolutely. A lot of ones, like look at ones who get more pretty, like Rebel Wilson and people, they're actually making themselves more attractive. But some people are just born beautiful, obviously, because of genes. She left me to better herself, but it's almost like we can't leave each other alone still. Well, good. Because if someone's going off and bettering themselves, if they are going to do that, then let them go and do it. My SP had to do that. He had to work out a whole lot of stuff for himself, but also I realised I was kind of creating that because I was thinking he had to go and work on himself. If I just assumed he didn't, he wouldn't have done that. And I kept saying, you need to go and figure your shit out. I shouldn't have even thought that. Okay, so if you think someone's got stuff to figure out, just assume that they're over it. They've no baggage anymore. They've gone through all their shit and they're complete now. They're happy and ready for you. Okay, start assuming that about them. That they've gone through all their shit, they've got through it, they're perfection. Okay? And they're ready for you now. When I completely love myself and put myself on first place, I want my ex, I should affirm he loves me. Yes, darling. But you don't think of it like when this happens, then they'll come back. Just start working on you and it will naturally happen. Okay? But don't put a disclaimer on it saying he can't come back or they can't come back until I fully love myself. Don't do that to yourself because that's restricting yourself, okay? It was about timing for me, soulmate. Our paths will cross again. Absolutely. Darling, you decide the timing, okay? You decide who comes into your life and who doesn't. If you want something, you can have it. You guys have got to stop thinking that something outside of you is deciding for you. It's not. Someone just bought something on eBay. Do you think ask, believe, receive is a good way of manifesting? Yes. You ask for it, that's your desire. What do I want? you believe that you are that already, not believing it's going to come to you from outside of you magically, however it's being sent. You believe that it's going to happen. You don't you trust in the how. You don't mess up the how of how it's going to come about. You believe you're that person already, and then you're ready to receive whatever, how it comes about. So the asking is knowing what your desire is and affirming for it. The believing is believing in yourself and your power and believing you have it already, being the man or woman in your mind that you want to be. And the receiving is not worrying about how it's going to come about. You don't know how it's going to come about. His ways are past finding out. That's what that means. You don't know how it's going to happen. That's why people who say, I want to pay off my mortgage, I need $50,000, I want to manifest money. Well, someone could come and pay your mortgage for you. The ways are past finding out. Yes, ask, believe, receive, but don't think that the receiving is some magical shit. You just sit back and you just wait and you forget about it. Stay in your mind. Live in the end in your mind, guys, okay? What do you think of twin flames? Can someone explain what they are? I don't actually know a lot about that. I know, soulmates, but a lot of people talk about twin flames. I think everyone can be your twin flame because you decide your reality, guys. How can I not worry about the time? Guys, time is an illusion, and start thinking, I'm creating this and it can't not manifest. Got to start realizing that what your assumptions are manifest. So if you assume that you're together in the end, you've got to trust yourself. You've got to really start trusting yourself, guys. That's why I said to you, do a little manifestation journal. Start manifesting small things, like a free cup of coffee or someone saying booyah to you or something weird, okay? Someone wearing a purple shirt when they never wear purple, and you'll start going, oh my God, I'm really fucking powerful. I can do this. And then you'll trust yourself and you won't worry so much about the time, okay? I'm 34 and scared I won't find someone to have kids with. Guys, I'm 43 and having a kid. Don't worry about it. I'm 43 and I'm scared I won't find someone to have kids with, so I push him away because he won't commit. You're only 34. What the fuck are you worried about? I don't mean that rudely, but Ellie, honestly, Ella, I'm 43 and I still know I'm going to have kids. A kid at least, okay? Don't worry about it. You're literally, your fears are being manifested in that person. You're pushing them away because of your fears of that. Just trust that you're going to have children. Don't worry about how it's going to come about. I'm trying to manifest this boy from a friend group to text me, but the wrong boy texts me instead. Look, that happens, okay? My SP and I were together and my ex came back. I didn't want him back, but he came back after he treated me like a piece of shit and became everything I wanted him to become. And I was like, oh, I don't want you. Okay, but it's amazing when your self-concept improves and when you're manifesting, other people from who you don't want come in, okay? That happens a lot. So don't worry about it. It just means you're very powerful and you're emanating that to other people and other boys are attracted to you. So just start assuming that the one you want to text you will text you, okay? Start visualizing getting texts from him. Start visualizing telling your friends about how you got the text. Oh, I'm so excited because he keeps texting me. Can't stop texting me. The guy's obsessed with me. He's obsessed with me now. Tell your friends that. Have a telepathic conversation with your best friend. You don't actually have the conversation in real life. Just imagine yourself having the conversation with your best friend about how he's texting you now and he can't stop and he's obsessed with you. I accidentally created a version of my SP who texts me when he's drunk and he wants something from me. Okay, stop thinking that he will only text you when he's drunk. Start thinking he doesn't even like drinking anymore. Okay, and that's about you, darling. That's about your self-concept. You've got to start thinking you're the shit and you're a woman who only get texts during the day and when someone really wants to talk to you and be with you and they wouldn't dare booty call you, okay, because you're not that girl. How dare they? That you wouldn't, no guy would ever do that to me. Okay, that's what you've got to start thinking. No one would ever do that to me. I'm the shit. You've got to treat me with respect, okay? I am a woman who is respected and loved and treated with such respect that you text me during the day, before the date, you text me days before to make sure I'm free. You don't get booty called. I still affirm we're in a relationship though. Yes, do. Okay? And you get that text and you're like, no, not you. Oh, that's fine. Imagine when you get the text from the other guy that it's him. Put the text down and be like, oh God, he texts me all the time. He can't stop texting me. God, he can't stop thinking about me. Stop texting me, dude. I've got shit to do. Okay? Start thinking that those texts were from him. Any more questions, guys? Have I missed any? Should I totally forget the past story to make the new one? Absolutely, Paul. You've got it. That is the secret. Watch Caleb on Pluto's Gate. If his last video was really good, or second last one, it was talking about, because I changed the old story, this has happened. Because I changed the old story about me, I'm now with my specific person. Because I changed the old story about them, they are now madly in love with me. Because I changed the old story, he literally said, say it as an affirmation, which I think is a great idea. I am now the version of me that gets everything they want. You can start saying that about yourself. You are the new story. I released that old version of me that didn't serve me, and I'm now the new version of me. You can make affirmations about the old story and now the new story, and actually make those affirmations, guys. But you can't put new wine in old barrels, as the saying goes. What is this piece of hair in my face? It's driving me crackers. You can't put new wine in old barrels, okay? You can't create a new story when you're still hanging on to the old one about you and about them. So if your old story about you is fucked up, change it. If the old story about them is fucked up, change it. I'm 16, live in London. Yay! I used to live in Camden. I'm 16, I live in London, but I really want to go to uni in New York, but everyone thinks I'm crazy. Fuck those people. You can go to uni in New York if you like. Imagine yourself in uni in New York. Imagine yourself walking around UCLA. Imagine yourself with your backpack in the campus. Imagine yourself with the t-shirt on. Look, USA track team. Okay, imagine you've got the university t-shirt on from that uni. Okay? Start imagining yourself in your visualizations with the outfit on from that uni, okay? Whatever it says on the t-shirt, whatever the uni is, okay? Start affirming, I love going to uni in New York. God, New York is so cool. New York is the greatest city in the world. It really is. New York is the greatest city in the world. I love living here. God, I love New York. Imagine you're walking around Times Square. Imagine you're walking through Central Park. Imagine sitting in Central Park studying. Oh, God, I love studying here. It's so much fun. God, it's so cool. My friends are so jealous that I live here. Start affirming that, okay? My crush manifested a boyfriend, which ended up being me, and told me about manifesting, and I'm trying to manifest them back. What, Paul? I'm going to read this again. My crush manifested a boyfriend and told me about manifesting, and I'm trying to manifest them back. What do you mean? You mean that you taught your crush about manifesting and he manifested you, but you split up and now you're trying to get him back? Just clarify that, Paul. I'm confused. Do you think card reading on FYP are accurate? No. Guys, how can someone who is sitting in another place talking to 1 million people be reading for you? You're not there with them. If they're reading for you online and you're sitting together and they're talking to you on Skype or something, sure, but who are they reading for? I find it just very strange. And what you'll do is you'll read into what they're saying and take it in and assume it's for you. So it's just based on your own thoughts. So no, I don't. I think these tarot readings on here are ridiculous. A good way, but if you believe them, if you want to take meaning from it and you want to believe it and it helps you, do it. A good way to get her to contact me first after my affirmations is her to see me on friends' socials. Is it a good way to get her to contact me first after my affirmations is her to see me on friends' socials? Guys, don't worry about how it's going to come about. That's you worrying about how it's going to come about. You're assuming it has to be that she sees you on Snapchat, and then because she sees you on your friend's Snapchat, then she will... That's worrying about how it's going to come about. Don't worry about it. Just assume that she's constantly contacting you, and she can't be without you, and she's obsessed with you, and she calls and texts you all day, and snaps you all day, or whatever it is, the social that you're imagining. Imagine seeing her socials to you, okay? But don't worry about how it's going to come about. That's you worrying about the how. They told me about manifesting, and now I want to manifest her back. Oh, right, okay. So, manifest her back, darling. You know how to do it. I had a crush on someone whilst they were manifesting a boyfriend to come into their life. They told me about manifesting, and now I want to manifest her. Oh, right, because we broke up. Okay, so just because someone else knows about manifesting, let me just explain this. They can't manifest themselves out of your life. It's your reality, okay? So you can manifest her back into your life, assuming that she's already in your life, assuming you're already together. Be the man or woman you want to be, okay? Life gives man only what he first gives himself. You have to give yourself the ideas. You have to give yourself the thinking. You have to live in the end in your mind that you and her are already together. It can't give that to you unless you fully live in the end first. Start living in the end in your mind. Don't doubt it. Don't worry about what she's doing. Just worry about what's going on in your mind, and you are together in your mind, okay, Paul? And then whatever's happening in the 3D, if you see her on socials or whatever with someone else, whatever, don't let it affect you. Don't look at it if it affects you, and just live in your mind. I asked the universe to send me a blue rose as a sign if my SP will reach out, and I saw a blue rose. Well, you manifested a blue rose on my For You page. Darling, you can imagine that means something, or you can't, or you don't. You give meaning to it. So if that helps you, do it. My friend did a reading for me, and overall it said love coming, in which is what I'm manifesting. Haha. Yes, because readings, look, unless they're actually talking to spirit, which I do believe people do, because I tell you, this house is so fucking haunted with this, whoever this is that lives in my bedroom. So if you have a reading and it says love is coming, great. But that's also your assumptions. So readings reflect your assumptions. So you're assuming love is coming, so that's what that person reads to you. So take that. Yes, run with it. Love is fucking coming. In fact, love is here. Live in your mind with whoever it is you want to be with, and take that reading as positives. Don't read into any of the negatives that you got in the reading, and just assume it's all here already. I rejected this boy and he went for my friend, but I realized I really like him. What do I do? Oh, darling, look, you've got to assume in your mind that you two are already together. Forget about the rejection. People can't reject you unless you feel rejected. So forget about feeling rejected. You did that to yourself, okay? So forget about it. Just reject rejection. Rejection doesn't help you. It makes you feel shit, okay? Oh, you rejected him and he went for your friend. Oh, now you're, okay, so I get it. So, doesn't matter. He went for the friend, but he liked you first. Remind yourself of that every day. Oh, actually, he liked me. He's only with her. He's probably only with her to make you jealous. Think of that. Oh, he's only with her to make me jealous. Silly boy. He'll be back soon. To live in the end in your mind that you're together already. That she is only with him. He is only with her to make you jealous. Okay? Guys, turn everything you're seeing in your 3D into something that helps you. An assumption that helps you. He's only with her because he wants to make me jealous, because he still really, really likes me and he wants me. Okay? Start living in your mind that you're together, and start assuming everything in your 3D is a reflection of what you want. I know I did, and I created it. Yes, I feel stuck in my situation. What should I do? I'm in third-party situations since June. I know I did create it. Yeah, look, all third parties are created from your fear, guys. So start assuming that they're with you, they want you and only you, they only have eyes for you. Don't even think about the third party. Some people say affirm away a third party and imagine they're with someone else and they're happily with someone else. You can do that if you like, but as far as I'm concerned, that's giving that fucker energy. Don't even think about them. Thank you. I find it an interesting story because I feel like they told me about it for a reason. Yeah, look, I tell people about manifesting all the time, and then if it helps them, I feel like, well, I'm glad I came in their life, you know, for them to be helped with this. And look, if she give the reason, Paul, the reason she told you about manifesting, because you can now manifest her back. Okay, give it good meaning. Oh, now I have the power. I know what I'm doing. I can get you back. Give it good meaning, okay? The fact that you learned it from her. Give everything, guys, the meaning that you want. Any more questions? If I've missed any. I'm just scrolling up, guys, see if I've missed any. Yeah, that's exactly my thinking. Yes, do think that. Give everything that's coming into your reality a good meaning. I believe in manifesting and stuff, and I'm manifesting my crush, and it went so well, but he left, and I'm manifesting him back, but I don't think it's working. Okay, stop thinking it's not working. Realize that you have the power. You manifested him in the first place, so you can manifest them back. The end. Start living in the end in your mind that you're together, and don't worry about how it's going to come about. But don't worry about it not working. Every time you say it's not working, you're affirming it's not working. Guys, when you write this down, you're literally telling your mind, oh, it's not working. So your mind will be like, oh, it's not working? Okay, we won't create that thing you were trying to create because you told us it's not working. Stop telling yourself that. So just assume he has eyes for only me, and what can I visualize? Okay, so when it's a third-party situation, visualize them with you guys. Exactly the same as if there wasn't a third party. Forget about the fucking third party. It's irrelevant. They're totally irrelevant to you. There's no competition in your reality. Okay? If you want them back, you can have them back. You've got to live in the end in your mind. Imagine them lying in bed next to you at night. Imagine your happy wedding day. Imagine your 50-year wedding anniversary. Imagine you having children together. Live in the end in your mind. Visualize whatever scene, small, short scenes will make you feel good. And loop that over and over. Think of them over and over again. Okay? But you don't have to use visualization if you don't want to. Use affirmations. We are so happy together. They can't be without me. We are happily married. Such and such and he loves being my boyfriend. Okay? Do you think TikTok famous people like Addison Rae manifested their fame? Oh, I saw this question pop up the other day and I missed it. Sorry, darling. Yeah, probably. Like Sammy Ingram, who is a really good YouTuber about law of assumption. She's excellent. She's manifested her following and she's got like almost 40,000 followers now on YouTube. And she says, as you open her YouTube video, I'm your favorite. If you haven't met me before, I'm your favorite manifestation YouTuber. She now says it. So she's literally manifesting it out loud to your face. There are other ones that you can tell they've manifested people finding them attractive. So there's a guy called Joseph Ally, and he talks about Neville and explains all Neville's books and all his teachings. He's really good, but he's quite complex when you watch him sometimes. When I first watched him, I didn't find him attractive. And after a few videos, I was like, he's quite hot, this guy. And then I realized he's manifesting us all to think he's hot. And one of his things was, and he said in the video, when I flip my hat around, I assume that women think I'm hot when I have my hat on backwards. And I remember he did it once in a video and I thought, geez, and that's when I thought, geez, he's cute, isn't he? And then he said, I'm doing this to you. I'm telling you to find me attractive when my hat's on backwards. So he was actually manifesting that. Okay? I love Sammy. Yes, I love Sammy. She's taught me heaps. And I love her coaches. I'm in both her groups. Do you think, what else? What are the other questions? Okay, I've been trying to affirm and I've been replacing all my negative thoughts with positive ones. Yes, darling, do that. That's all manifestation is. You're already affirming anyway. You're affirming shit all day long and that's what's manifesting. And it's negative shit sometimes. So now just replace your negative thinking with positive thinking, not positive feelings, just thinking, and that will start out picturing in your world, okay? Oh, hi, more people joining. Do you know Roxy Talks? Oh, I don't like her. She has a beef with Sammy, and ever since she had the beef with Sammy, I don't like Roxy because she's been really weird. But also, she kind of talks in circles a little bit. There's some people I think talk in circles, like Jasmine and other people, and they go off on tangents. And the 1 minute you think they're talking about law of assumption, then they start talking about the universe and fucking love and being love. And I think, oh, fuck, you've lost me, dude. And that's what I felt about Roxy. I watched a few of her videos. It's like, what's her name? Agnes. I watched her videos, and Veronica Isles and Shelley. And I watched those videos first. Shelley's good, but I watched those other girls first before I found Sammy and Joseph and Caleb. And I got lost after a while. I was like, you're kind of losing me with this shit. I love Kim as well, if you know Kim. Yes, I'm in Kim's group. The reason why I started this channel was because of Kim's group, because I had so many people in that group asking me for help, and I had so many DMs that I couldn't keep up, and I said, guys, I might just do some videos or something, because people were asking me for coaching, and I thought, well, I can't, coach from someone else's group. That's not very fair. Kim's really good, but she's argued with me in her group once because I didn't agree with her about something, and she chucked the shits. So I think she's got a real competition issue. She's got a thing about being criticised. Her last video, someone made 2 critical comments and she made a whole video about being criticised. So I think she's got some psychological thing going on about being criticised, which she needs to fix. But her advice now is excellent. Her advice before, her early videos are very messed up. They're all LOA mixed in with law of assumption, so she doesn't make sense. But in the last maybe 3-4 months, her videos are really good. Is overthinking and worrying a part of manifesting? Yes, you will literally manifest what you're worrying about, so stop overthinking. Overthinking is you worrying about how things are going to come about. Stop doing that, if you can. What could be blocking my manifestations coming? You. Only you block it, guys. There's no such thing as a block. When people go, oh, it's this, it's a block, I'm blocked. You're not blocked, you're just thinking you're blocked. So stop saying you're blocked. It's like saying, I'm struggling. This is difficult. I'm finding it hard. You're literally affirming what it is that is happening. So your brain will think, oh, we're blocked? Oh, okay, I'll block it then. It literally is taking notes on everything you're saying. We're blocked. It's difficult. This is hard. If I have some negative thoughts, does it affect it a lot? Yes! You want to change those negative thoughts, guys. You don't have to feel positive, but you need to change them into positive thinking. New positive thoughts. So, tell me what your negative thoughts are and I'll tell you how to change them. Will you ever plan on creating a YouTube channel? So many people have asked me that. I don't want to compete with those guys that I was talking about. I love Sammy. I love Caleb. I love Create Your Future. I don't want to compete. And also I thought TikTok would be a better medium just because there's so much shit on here and maybe I could help people on here. So I was thinking what I might do is put the lives that I'm doing now into my Facebook group. I'm trying to figure out how to download them. They're on my iPad. If someone can tell me how to download into my iPad, I'm pressing download on the lives. It allows, but where does it go on your iPad? I can't find them. Where do download videos go when you download them in your iPad? I can't find the things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these lives in the Facebook group. So go to my link, guys, on Manifest Live with Loz. Go to the Facebook group and I'll start adding all these lives in. So if you ever want to watch them back, because I'm doing one a day every day, so you can watch them all back and there'll be helpful information in there. And then within that group, I'll start putting courses. So I'm going to have a Manifest Your SP back, a self-concept course, an actual video course. Okay, and I'll start adding those in that group. Does the affirmation, my SP is only seeking me, get rid of a third party? Yes. Everything, just live in the end in your mind if there's a 3P, guys, a third party. Don't worry about the third party. Just, they want me and only me. They're seeking only me. What I want wants me. Okay, just think those thoughts. Photos, maybe not Files app. Yeah, so I deleted the Files app by accident, put it back on again yesterday, pressed download, it still wasn't going to Files, and it's not going to my photos. I can't work it out. They should go to your camera roll. I know, it's not. It's very, very fucking weird. For you page. You found me from the you page? What content do you make? I'm new. Oh, I'm just talking about manifesting. So if you have any manifestation questions, please ask me, darling. Luke Robb. I love your little sticker face. My SP loves me and only me, and he has eyes for only me. That is brilliant. My SP loves me and only has eyes for me. Okay? Don't imagine competition, guys. Imagine that they have eyes only for you. Okay? Oh, wow, there's 14 people here. Hi, guys. Hi. Wow, this is a long live. Should I affirm your videos always save in your camera roll? Yes, could you? That would help. I always affirm for other people. Okay, I saw a TikTok saying affirming could be dragging you away from your manifestation. Who the fuck said that? That person's an idiot. Guys, affirming is literally new thoughts. That's all it is. You have these shitty thoughts all day long. My SP doesn't love me. I'm not lovable. I'm not good enough. I'm a piece of shit. Why am I so fat? Why do people love me? All affirming is doing is replacing those. And that's why you have to repeat them, guys. And you have to repeat them during the day, not just like doing it when you wake up, doing it at night. Bing, you're cured. No, you have to replace them. Think about how long you've been thinking that shit. That's all affirming is, okay? So whoever said that's a fucking moron. There's lots of morons on here teaching shit about talking to water and candles and fucking, I feel like punching these people. Because they're messing with your lives, guys. They're not talking about knitting. They're not teaching you how to do origami. They're teaching you how to live your life, create your life. They shouldn't be telling you shit that doesn't make any sense, and they shouldn't be telling you shit they can't explain properly. So I've got in a few tete-a-tetes with a few people. I've made a comment on their videos, and they're like, nah, and they do a video back. If you don't understand that emotion creates manifestations, then why are you coaching? And I'm like, guys, emotions come from your thought. You realize a feeling comes from a thought? So I'm teaching thoughts. So what you're saying, you don't even understand what you're saying. Then they'll be like, oh yes, feelings do come from a thought, but you need emotion too. And I'm like, no, you don't, because feelings come from a thought. So you just need the thought. And then they don't argue back because they know they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And it really gives me the shits. Because if you guys are watching these people, they're just confusing you. Because they can't actually explain what they're teaching. If they can't explain it, then they don't understand it themselves. If you can say your affirmations to yourself out loud in the mirror, it lifts your mood up. Oh, yes, I've got a huge mirror right here, and I stand here and I say it, or in the bathroom, okay? Especially if it's to do with your body or your face or your looks, it really helps. But looking yourself dead in the fucking eyes. Oh, I will say one thing of Kimberly's that's really good. She has a meditation about I am not chosen. That's really bad, that one. There's one called I am the queen, a goddess queen. I'm a goddess queen. And I would do that in the mirror, and it was excellent. It was making me feel better about myself when my SP and I split up. I always feel like everything goes wrong for me and I'm sad. I don't know what I should do. Oh, darling, that's no good. Okay, so, look, you can feel sad. Look, I've been depressed. I had depression my whole fucking life. I was on antidepressants. Okay, so don't worry about feeling sad. That's not going to stop your manifestation from happening. Okay? Feelings don't stop anything. It's your thoughts, all right? So start trying to replace whatever's making you feel sad with good thoughts. Write them down. What are you feeling sad about? Then Put a line down the middle of the page and write the opposite and make those your affirmations. Okay? And start realizing how powerful you are. Start looking at your life and realizing what you already created, what you already manifested, even the bad shit, and realize that you're powerful and therefore you can do this, darling, and then you won't feel sad as much. Yeah, follow me, guys, because if you follow my page, you'll know when I go live, because I'm going to go live at random times, but I'm definitely going live tomorrow. Oh, sorry, Sunday night. Yeah, Sunday, wherever you are. Sunday night, 6 p.m. EST time. So whatever time that is for you. But I'll also go random during the week to catch different time zones, okay, guys? So definitely follow me, because then you'll know when I go live randomly. And then you'll also know my courses are coming out. So I'm doing like not just one-part videos. I'm doing in like 12, 15-part videos. So I've got a Manifest Your SP coming up, Manifest Your X coming up, Manifest an Apology, Self-Concept, what else? If you're feeling like the person treated you badly, what to do about that. I've got a few series coming up, okay? So if you follow me, you'll see all part 1, part 2, part 3. Otherwise, you'll miss them. Hi, hey Loz, I'm in love with a cougar. Oh, I'm a cougar. I always like guys younger than me. I've never been with a guy my age. G'day from Taree, New South Wales. Oh, Taree. I've never been there, but I used to live in New South Wales. I lived in Sydney for 7 years. Do you have a YouTube channel? No, I don't, darling, but I'm just going to join my Facebook group, okay? On my page, you'll see my link for my Facebook group. Join it, and I'm going to start adding all these lives, because I've done about 5 already, and I'm going to add them every day if I can figure out how to download the fucking things. And then you'll be able to watch the lives back, okay? And then I'm going to put courses in there, video courses, and you can also do coaching with me if you want. Someone's already asked me today, you can do half-hour video coaching or hour video coaching. Just DM me about it if you'd like, guys. If a little kid treats you wrong, burn their family to death. Oh, I don't know about that. If someone tries to harm me, what do I do? Well, darling, you're thinking they're trying to harm you, so stop thinking that, okay? So what I teach about manifesting is everything's coming from your subconscious thinking. So change your subconscious thinking, that is thinking that someone's trying to harm you. Stop thinking that. In Australia, it's a good place to live for a teen. Is Australia a good place? Yeah, sure it is. Well, oh, look, I lie. When I was a teenager, I couldn't fucking wait to leave, okay? I couldn't wait to get out of Perth, which is very slow moving. Used to be when I was 18, and I moved to Sydney because I couldn't wait to get out of here. But Australia is a wonderful place, and after living in London for 14 years, I can really appreciate Australia. I can even appreciate Perth now. The weather is wonderful. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's out and about. There's a lot less miserable people here, I feel, than England because of the weather. Is your paid coaching paid? Because I love to message for coaching. Yes, darling. So you can do half hour paid coaching or hour paid coaching via video. So what I'll do is I'm going to set up a website with calendars, and you can press the time that suits you, and you can just send me a little bit of information about the old story so we don't discuss it too much in the coaching, and then we can fix it, okay? You are very wise. Oh, thank you, darling. Do you watch Agnes Vivarelli? Yes, I found Agnes, but then I found her confusing because she kind of mixes in a whole lot of teaching. So she mixes in Neville with Florence Scovel Shinn with Abraham Hicks. And when she starts doing the Abraham Hicks shit, she's fucking lost me because I'm like, oh, Agnes, what are you doing? Like, some people confuse their teaching a bit much, and you can't. As Neville says, you've got to buy the pearl. You've got to either understand that your thoughts create reality or you don't. You can't think your thoughts create your reality and then start talking about feelings and vibrations and fucking frequency. It confuses things. You either know this or you don't. You either accept you create your reality or you don't. You can't think all these other things at the same time. That's why I'm trying to get you guys to get away from this LOA shit, because it's confusing you. Lovely. I literally manifested an Aussie coach because PayPal was wacky and I couldn't send money to people outside Australia. Oh, really? Well, I've got a PayPal, so you can pay me through that. Oh, my God, yes, with Abraham. Yeah, look, oh, she's a fucking lunatic, that woman. No wonder he died. He couldn't wait to get away from her. Oh, that sounds awful. But I just think Abraham Hicks is so confusing. I think, watch her videos and you'll see people in our audience are going, they're fucking confused. Because she talks in gobbledygook speak. Why don't she just talk properly? I mean, some of what she says is great, but it's literally, I don't know what the price is yet, darling. I'll let you know. I'll put a post on the comments about it. I've got to create the website to put the links. But if you want private coaching, guys, just DM me in my DMs. I don't answer my DMs unless it's about private coaching because so many people are sending me DMs and I can't read these big, long, elaborate stories everyone's sending me. It's too much, okay? But just DM me in my page about, say, I'm after paid coaching, how much is it, blah, blah, blah. And we can either do it over Skype or Messenger, Facebook Messenger, okay? Video coaching, just us talking. I would love to be in New York right now. Oh, so would I. I love New York. God, I love it. When I went to New York, I just thought it was the greatest thing I'd ever experienced. Apart from when I went to Africa, that was also amazing. Yes, a wise man from Egypt taught me the same. He was really great. What did he teach you? The vortex. Yes, oh, the fucking vortex. I love your channel. Oh, thank you, darling. Thanks, Vanessa. I'm just scrolling up to see if I've missed anything. Do affirmations change my subconscious thinking? Because I heard you need to do shadow work. Oh, no, guys, I don't even know what the shadow work is, but I understand that it's dealing with all your dark feelings first. Well, that's all you're doing with changing your subconscious thoughts. You're changing your dark feelings. You're changing your negative thinking. Okay, you don't need to do shadow work. That's putting a disclaimer on your manifesting. It's saying, oh, until I do this, this won't happen. Don't say that, okay? Until I fix myself, I can't manifest. Well, you're manifesting all day long anyway. So forget about the shadow work and just start replacing your negative thinking with positive thinking. And they're your affirmations. Would you suggest that what I've been working on manifesting an SP for 2 years later, Vanessa, write the rest of that. I don't understand it. I randomly felt butterflies as my SP messaged me. Why do I get those feelings? Because you love them. Because of course you're going to feel butterflies. I feel butterflies when my SP just looks at me. You've opened my mind in less than 20 minutes. Oh, thank you, darling. I think the imposter is sus. Who's the imposter? Is there an imposter in here? Should I block them? What are you talking about, an imposter? The imposter is suspicious. What do I do? Why are you thinking there's an imposter, darling? How has manifesting changed your life? Oh, look. Manifesting completely changed my life. I went through some really intense therapy. It's called schema therapy, and it's about changing your core beliefs. God, I have a big pimple there. I can't get rid of it. Changing your core beliefs. And I went through 6 months of this therapy. I went every day, 1 day a week for 6 months. And it helped me, but not completely. And I was like, why isn't this working? And what it did was it made me realize what my old negative thinking was, but it didn't fully replace it. It made me say, shut up to my negative thinking and trying to ignore it, but it didn't replace it. And doing affirmations really helped me. So when I started working on my self-concept, my negative thinking started going away and I started feeling more powerful. I started feeling good about myself and I stopped worrying so much about things because I started seeing how powerful I was and people started reflecting back my thoughts. So people would literally say to me what I had thought, what I had affirmed. So my ex-boyfriend, when he came back, he literally affirmed, I had affirmations about him. You'll rue the day you left me. There's no fucking girl in the whole world. There's no girl in the whole world like me. And he said to me one day in text messages, I miss you. I miss you. I said, you're going to miss me. And he said, I miss you. I miss you so much. And then he was like, there's no girl in the whole world like you. You're so unique. And I was like, what? And I read it. And he literally said to me, and then he said, you're so vivacious. He like threw that in. Okay. So it's weird. When people start reflecting back your affirmations, it starts freaking you out because you think, oh my God, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. And then you realize your power and then you realize you've been manifesting your whole life and then you realize you're fucking God and nothing can stop you from getting what you want. And then it really changes your life. Okay. How can I manifest him to call me tomorrow? We haven't talked in months. Well, look, if you want a Valentine's Day call, try and affirm for that. They can't stop thinking about me. They want to spend their Valentine's Day with me. They can't imagine their Valentine's Day without me. They need to talk to me. They're dying to talk to me. They need to hear my voice. Okay, do that. But if they don't contact you guys, don't get down about it. Just know that when you're sending that out, they're thinking of you. I've got some SP affirmations for Valentine's Day on my page. It's about the last, I think it's 4 videos back. It's got love hearts coming down the page. Listen to those. How'd you get your ex back? Which one? I got 2 of them back. I got one back while I was with my SP and then I lost my SP and got the SP back. So I did it with self-concept, guys, because let me tell you this. You have to build yourself up for the person to come back. My SP came back and I still hadn't built my self-concept up and I really fucked up some shit because he came back, that was easy. I was just affirming. He came back when he came to see me in this house. We're sitting on the couch and I just said affirmations while he was lying on my chest. He was saying goodbye to me. We were splitting up and I said, what did I say? He's never felt love like this before. I give the most perfect love. He's never felt love like this before. And I was saying in my head and the next minute he was kissing me and I was like, oh, we're back together. Okay. But I was assuming we were just going to get back together. I was assuming we were together. That whole time we were separate, I didn't assume we were parted. I assumed we were still together and there was nothing that was going to stop that. But when he came back, I hadn't fixed me. I hadn't changed the old story about him and I hadn't changed the old story about me and I hadn't worked on my self-concept and I hadn't got rid of the old version of him that I didn't like. The version that had issues with his ex, the version that had issues in his past. And then it messed up things. So you've got to affirm for what you want. You've got to affirm the new you. You've got to work on self-concept and you've got to affirm and affirm and affirm until all those old thoughts that you had go away. and you have the new thoughts, and live in the end that you're already with them in your mind, okay? Oh, I've missed 9 messages. Sorry, guys. There's 16 people here. I'm sorry you have to sleep. I'm shattered. You're a legend. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. Does the circumstances of the relationship matter? Guys, circumstances don't matter. Keep saying this to yourself. Circumstances don't matter. Circumstances don't matter. Circumstances don't matter, because you create the circumstances with your thinking, and therefore you can change it. So every time I affirm he misses me and texts me, he has urges to text me, yes. Guys, it's like telepathy, really. People feel like they think the thoughts you're thinking, you're reflecting it to them, and they'll go, I wonder what such and such is doing right now. It's how it works, guys. You defamate a potion or brainwash that motherfucker with electroshock therapy. Yeah, it's just affirmations, guys. It's just your thinking goes into their brain. I've screamed at my phone for him to call me once because I saw him on Facebook with a third party, and I thought they were together when they were separate, and we were separate, and I was like, you want me and only me. And I was talking to the phone, like the photo in the phone. You're me and only me. There's no girl in the whole world like me. You can't stand being without me. And he literally, as I was saying it, he literally called me. Circumstances don't matter. What questions have I missed? Can you say my name? I hear it yells the heart. If you need, we can say it together. What do you mean, darling? I'm confused. Calm down, big boy. Well, I don't know what that means. Do you have to say your affirmations out loud, and how often do you need to say them? I have a course at the moment on my page, guys. Follow my page. It's called How to Affirm. There's about 12 videos. It talks all about affirmations, what they are, how to create your own, how to do them. But you don't have to say them out loud if you don't want. You can do it in your mind. In fact, thinking it is better. I do mine out loud just because I can't help myself, but sometimes I think them, especially when there's other people around. But think them or say them out loud. It doesn't matter. Or write them down, but you have to be thinking them as you're writing them. What's the quickest way to getting back? Live in the end, in your mind, that you're already together. That is the quickest way and only way. You have to assume you're already together, guys. You can't be affirming you're together and then in your mind thinking you're not. You have to live in the end in your mind. Okay? It's not acting as if in the outside. It's in here. You are together. You are together. Do I have to say my SP or their name when affirming? Say their name. But look, your subconscious will know who you're talking about if you say he or she. But don't say SP. Your subconscious will be like, what? What's SP? Does that talk to my SP while looking at his picture, imagining he's talking back to me? Yeah. If pictures help you guys, if talking to their Facebook pictures helps you, talk to them. You love me and only me. God, you miss me so much when I'm not here. Don't you? You've dying to talk to me, aren't you? You miss me. There's no girl in the whole world like me, motherfucker. Talk to them. Can I manifest in the moment, for example, winning the class quiz? Yeah, imagine winning it. Imagine what happens when you win. Imagine getting the prize. Imagine people telling you, oh, fuck, you're so lucky. You always win everything. Imagine hearing someone saying something to you. Imagine your best friend talking to you. Imagine winning the prize. Visualize. Say, I am always a winner. I am a winner. I win everything. I really find it hard to live in the end. How do I do that? Look, guys, you've got to start realizing that you're always living the end of something. You're living in the end of not being good enough. You're living in the end of not feeling loved. All the time in your mind. Now just change your dominant thinking. Go in your fantasy world. As soon as you look at the 3D and it's not reflecting what you want, go back in your brain. Go back in your mind. No, we're together. No. This is old. It's just a reflection of my old assumptions. It's okay. We're in here in my mind. We're here together. Just live there, guys. Don't worry about this. This is old. What are your favourite self-concept affirmations? I am the prize. I am too important to lose. There is no girl in the whole world like me. Once you've met me, you love me and you cannot be without me because I'm the most lovable girl in the world. I've made some affirmations, guys, on my page. They're the ones with glitter and hearts and a flare on them. They've got like a filter over them. One's for I am a queen and I am treated like a queen. They're very self-concept ones. If you're a guy, you can say I am a king and I am treated like a king. Okay? I sit on my throne and look down on everyone. They're all self-concept ones. There's one for the girl you are. There's one for being a queen. And there's ones for SP for Valentine's Day. But think of self-concept affirmations that make you feel good about yourself. And really, you can say as many of those as you want. You can rampage in your car. I'm the shit. I'm the greatest. There's no girl in the whole world like me. Once you met me, you love me, and you cannot be without me. Okay? Think of whatever ones make you feel good. Did those affirmations being your SP? What do you mean, darling? Morning. Yes, morning. It is morning for me. Thank you. Those were really good. Oh, you're welcome. I told my friend I want my next BF to be named Ethan, and I never met him the next day. Oh my God, did I manifest it? Absolutely. No, there's no such thing as a coincidence. Darling, you create everything. There's no such thing as a coincidence. You literally created your SP to be called Ethan. You're magic. Well done. You have a really nice hair colour. Oh, thank you. I hate it. It used to be really blonde, and the hairdresser kept putting low lights in, and I fucking lost my shit because it made it really brown. But it's probably because I'm sitting in the window. It doesn't look as brown. And she chopped it with a pair of scissors. But thank you for saying that. I hate my hair colour at the moment. But I've also decided it's wavy. So I've decided to manifest wavy hair because my hair's normally straight. So I'm telling my hair to go wavy. Hi, Callum. Who else has got any questions? What about manifesting your dream career? This is a good question. So I have a video about manifesting a job. Go down the page. It says how to manifest a job. And it talks about if you want to work at a particular place, imagine you work there already. Okay? When you go in the interview or the audition or whatever, imagine they love you. Okay? Or if you don't know what the career is that you want, you can literally affirm, I have my dream career. I love my career so much. My career gives me the greatest joy. I am so happy in my career, okay? If you don't know what it is, make affirmations for your career. Visualize what it is that would happen if your career was really good, if you would get a prize for, an award, okay? Imagine those visualizations. How do you ignore your current job while you're there? Imagine you're at the other job while you're there. Honestly, imagine that job is your new job. While you're sitting at the desk, imagine you're at the desk of your new job, okay? And just treat that job as like earning money. Doesn't matter that I'm here because I know I'm changing it. Doesn't matter that I'm here because in my mind, I'm somewhere else. In my mind, I've got a job somewhere else. Okay? And use that time outside of your job to manifest, like the action part, create your new life in the outside time. And try and do it while you're at the job as well, if you can get away with it. How old are you and when you knew about manifestation? Don't ask girls how old they are, but I'll tell you. I'm 43. I learned about manifestation when I was 19. 19? When I was trying to get into drama school. And I learned to say, I am something. I am a NIDA student. So I started saying, I am a NIDA student. I am a NIDA student. Because I thought that would help me get in, even though I was auditioning and stuff. But I thought that would help. And then when they said no to me, I still said, I am a NIDA student. And then they said yes. I didn't realise what I was doing. Then I discovered the secret after I left uni, because that came out. We watched it, we were all excited, and then it still confused me. But I read all the LOA books, I read all the Law of Attraction and all the Abraham Hicks and all the Rhonda Burns and all the shit. I read everything. Then I was still confused. Then I found Neville Goddard, and I thought, who is this guy? And he was talking about the Bible, and it lost me at first because I was an atheist, and I was like, why is this guy banging on about the Bible? But what he talks about is how the Bible teaches you about creation. It is literally teaching you about your power, that the power is within you, that Jesus Christ is in you, that you are gods, you are all gods, and that's what it says throughout the Bible, and it's teaching you have the power to create your life. And literally, it's no coincidence that the first book in the Bible is Genesis, about creation. It's literally about creating the world in 7 days. Why is it about that? You've got to think, like, why are these books about, why does Mary have a baby but she doesn't get pregnant? How'd she do that? Oh, she did it with her mind. How did Jesus create fishes and loaves? And, oh, he did it with his mind. Oh, can I do that too? Because Mary was just a person, Jesus was just a person. That's what it's trying to tell you. So that really affected me because I was like, oh, maybe that's what the Bible meant. Because I went to school and had Bible studies and shit and never understood it. And then it started making sense to me and I was like, oh, okay. And then I started realizing that your thoughts create your reality. That's what Neville says. Your thoughts create your reality, your dominant thoughts. And that's why LOA doesn't work for a lot of people because they're worried about sending it out in the universe and what the universe is going to send back. It's not the universe, guys. It's your thinking. Your thoughts create your reality. They're literally reflected onto other people, and what you assume about you, them, and situations reflects back to you. That's what creates your reality, so you can change it. And then I started watching YouTubers like Sammy Ingram, Caleb, Pluto's Gate, and Create Your Future, and it really changed my life even more because I understood how to use affirmations. Before that, I was just using visualization because that's what Neville taught mostly for years, and then affirming I learnt more from YouTubers. Do you meditate? No, I don't. I did used to do guided meditation when I had suffered from terrible depression and anxiety, and I used to lie in bed and listen to the UCLA meditations, guided ones, because I can't meditate just without guiding. So look, if you feel like your monkey mind's going crazy, guided meditations are lovely, but I would even do a guided affirmation. My affirmation videos in my page, guys, and they're very soothing, got lovely music, because TikTok repeats, you can just lie there and listen to them. Okay, and that is like a meditation, and that's even better because that's putting good positive thoughts in your mind, where what guided meditation is doing is just trying to turn your mind off and think about breathing. But I would even go further, and by turning your negative thoughts off, just replace it with new ones, because you don't want to just sit there thinking about breathing, you want to put new thoughts in. Why did my crush start chasing me when I showed no interest in him anymore? That's what always happens, because you're peeling your energy off them, okay? You feel you don't care. When you don't care, they start caring. It's just the way shit works. And also, you probably weren't being needy anymore. You weren't pushing, okay, the reality, and then they started coming at you, because when you chase, someone runs. Why does the Catholic religion teach the true meaning of the Bible? Why don't they? Well, then you wouldn't need them, would you? If you knew you were the power, why would you need the church? Why would you need to go to church every Sunday and give them money? They adopted that book. Remember, the book came before Catholicism. The Bible came before any other religion except, Judaism that uses it. Okay, so just remember, they adapted that book. They use it for their purposes. They tell you the things they want you to know based on their assumptions about it, what they want you to know. They want you to rely on them. Rely on you. You have the power. They can't tell you that, otherwise you never go to church. When you put the energy on yourself instead of other things, you become a magnet of your desires. Yes. Put the energy on you. When you focus on you, they focus on you. When you focus on them, they focus on them. You understand? That's a great way of saying it, Gina. When you focus on yourself instead of other things, you become a magnet. Literally, what you focus on grows. If you focus on you, you grow. Rhonda Byrne's new book, The Greatest Secret, is much better and makes more sense. Oh, is it? Maybe she figured out she didn't know what she was fucking talking about and she was gobbledygooking. Because she was taking all her learnings from a whole lot of people. Remember, like Bob Proctor and all those people were in The Secret. So she mixed her learnings. So maybe she's consolidated a bit more. Maybe I should read it. Because a lot of The Secret makes sense, but the leaving it to the universe stuff doesn't. How to stay positive while waiting for the process of my job application. So just assume you've got the job, first of all. And then secondly, assume they loved you. And that when you went to the interview or when you sent it off, they read it and they just adored you and thought you were the greatest choice. There was no other choice, okay? And just live in the end in your mind that you have that job already. But if I'm affirming them about being with me, isn't that putting energy on them? Well, that doesn't matter as long as you're doing energy on you too, okay? So what I say is do 70% self-concept, 30% for them. 30% for your SP, your specific person. Because then you're still putting all the energy on you and you're not obsessing about them. Okay? Do you believe that some things are just not meant for us? No. That's some LOA bullshit, saying the universe will decide this or something better. Look, if you love someone, you love them. You can't stop loving them. I don't want the universe to send me someone better. I want the person I love. Whatever you decide is meant for you, guys, is meant for you. And you can have it. You've just got to change your dominant thinking. You've really got to get your head around this. There's no such thing as this or something better. There's no such thing as not meant for you. There's no such thing as in the stars. You decide your reality. You create it. So create the one you want. Thank you. I hear that a lot and it just seems lazy. Yes, it is lazy. It's like, I actually can't. The people are teaching you manifesting and then they're saying to you, oh, but if you can't get that thing you're trying to manifest, let's send you something else. Well, how fucked up is that? If they're good manifestation teachers, they should be teaching you how to manifest what you want, not what you don't want, not something else. That's not manifesting. That's waiting for some new shit. It's like manifestation teachers who teaching you how to get a text from someone and they say, so what you need to do is act. You can't get a text without acting, so send them a text first. And I think, what are you teaching them? You're teaching them action, not manifestation. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, you're the only one who gets to decide what's best for you. Jeannie, you're very wise. Because who else knows what's best for you except for you? The universe God, destiny, fate, he doesn't know what's best for you. Only you know what's best for you, and you decide what's best for you. Excellent point. Your life has been compromised and your personal information may be at risk of being exploited. Well, what does that mean? Are you a spammer? Yes, because we create everything, so if we believe it meant for us is right. Yes, because we create everything, if we believe it's meant for us, it is right. Yes. Yes, darling. You can do, be, and have anything you want, as long as it's not against the golden rule. Okay, the golden rule is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Okay, so, if you want to be a terrorist, that's not good. That's not meant for you. Okay, that's against the golden rule. If you want to hurt someone, harm someone, that's against the golden rule. But you can be, do, and have anything you want. So don't think that anything's deciding for you. It's not. I want to be one. You want to be one what? Guys, don't spam me because I'll just delete you. Any more questions? It's trippy because I realized that before I was manifesting. It's trippy because I realized that I was before manifesting him to lose feelings. Oh, you mean losing feelings for you, darling? You mean you were getting him based on your thoughts, he was losing feelings for you based on your thoughts, or you were losing feelings for him? With self-doubt. Yes, your shitty thinking will make the person doubt their feelings about you. If you start feeling like, oh, I don't think they like me. Why don't they call me? They mustn't like me anymore. They'll start going, I don't think I want to call her. I don't think I like her anymore. They are literally reflecting back your thinking. So whatever your shitty self-doubt is will be reflected onto them and it will cause the situation. That's why I'm saying work on self-concept. The more you build yourself up and feel lovable, the more they'll reflect that. That's why there's people in life who get married and married and married and married. Oh, thanks, Ella. That's why people get married all the time, because they have a self-concept that I am lovable and people love me and of course I'm going to get married. Then there's people who never get married because they have a feeling like I'm never going to get married. I'm not lovable. Okay? So guys, you've got to really work on your self-concept because it creates your entire universe. Don't worry about the universe. You create your universe, guys, with your thinking, your dominant thoughts, and the best dominant thoughts you can have are about you and building yourself up, okay? Because this will help you with depression, anxiety, PTSD, OCD. Because if you start feeling better about you, things will change in your reality. Everything will change. The way waiters treat you, the way Uber drivers treat you, the way your neighbors treat you, the way your friends treat you. I manifested him to not find me attractive anymore. So how would I switch that around? Oh, okay. So you were having thoughts that you weren't attractive enough for him, that he was better looking than you, that whatever your thoughts were, you've got to switch those, okay? So if you had the thought that he's too good looking for me, he's got model looks and I don't, whatever it is, switch that. No, I am beautiful. I am perfect just the way I am. I was wonderfully made, okay? People love me and they cannot be without me. Start thinking those thoughts, okay? Start looking at yourself in the mirror and give yourself affirmations that make you feel good about your looks, okay? I am beautiful. I am perfection. I was built to perfection, okay? Start seeing yourself, and if looking in the mirror affects you, do it without looking in the mirror. And start building yourself up, darling, and then don't worry about what he's doing. He will start reflecting that because you now feel that about you. Think about people like Beth. Oh, people are commenting in another community asking me questions. So I've got all these other groups I'm in, and keep people fucking send me questions all day. Guys, follow me because then you'll know when I'm live next. So think about people like Beth Ditto, Lizzo. They're big girls, okay? But they have this feeling of I am so attractive and competent, and look how people see them. It's the way they are seeing themselves that's being reflected on other people. It's not other people's thoughts of them. It's how they feel about themselves, okay, guys? My little sister has disabilities, and I'm trying to affirm her getting better at handling emotions. Oh, bless. Do, darling, affirm for her. You can affirm for other people. I pull people out of depression. I stopped my ex being alcoholic. You can do things for other people, okay? You just start affirming for her that she is fully in control of her emotions. Her emotions no longer affect her. She's feeling constantly positive and happy. She's in a world of happiness all the time. Okay, start affirming for her what you want. Life is like a puzzle. If you put the pieces together, you'll see the bigger picture. Yes, exactly. Do you believe in divine timing? I wouldn't call it divine timing. What I would call it is its own appointed hour. That's what Neville says. He says, don't worry about the how, and it will come in its own appointed hour. It will ripen, it will flower. If it be long, wait, for it be sure, it will be sure, and it will not be late. It is sure, and it will not be late. That's what he says. He says, if you plant the seed in your mind, and you water it with your affirmations, you give it sunshine with living in the end, it cannot not come about. Okay, it's like a plant. You plant it in the ground. You put it in. You don't dig it up. You don't check for signs. Is it growing? You'll kill the seed. Okay, you'll kill the plant. You plant the seed. You water it with your affirmations every day. Watering with affirmations. I am more than good enough. I am powerful. I'm a master manifester. You're watering it. The sunshine. You live in the end. I'm living in the end in my mind. We are back together. We are blissfully happy. He loves being my boyfriend. Okay? And then, in its own appointed hour, you can't rush the timing, guys, because it will happen in its own appointed hour, and you don't know how this is going to come about. A bridge of incidents will unfurl in front of your eyes, or not in front of your eyes, when there's movement behind the scenes that you can't see, that will lead you to your manifestation. You don't know how, and you don't know the timing. You can affirm that it happens now. You can affirm I get everything quickly, but don't worry about the timing. It will happen in its own appointed hour. Can you share some things you've manifested that worked out for you? Oh, lots of shit. My new car. I got a new car and absolutely no credit. This house I got when I only offered 12-month lease and everyone was offering a 4-year lease and offering more money than me, and I still got this rental because I imagined that office up there was mine. So when I came to the inspection, I stood in that office and imagined my desk was there, and I stared out the window as if I was sitting at my desk writing my script. I live here because there were so many people looking for rentals. There's a real rental crisis here in Perth because there's no COVID here and everyone's moving back, and the rental market's like the lowest it's ever been. It's like 1% of rentals are available or something. And so people were like mental going for rentals, and I arrived with a big queue, and I thought, I need to imagine I live here to get in this house, because every other house I went for I didn't get because I wasn't using my mind properly. I was getting desperate. So I peeled my desperation away. I acted like I lived here. I lived in the end. I treated the real estate agent like a handyman, and I started saying, that toilet doesn't work. This blind is broken. That carpet is stained. I can't live here with it like that. And I acted like I lived here already, and she chose me out of people who offered more money than me. 15 more people offered more money than me, and she still chose me. Do you believe that we manifest everything in our life? Yes, darling, you're manifesting all day long, everything, even the shit. So start realizing how powerful you are, and now just create the shit you do want. 40 people applied for one single home in Perth, my friend told me. There's more than that. I went to the first one I went to in Karrinyup. I rang up and I said, have I missed the inspection? She said, yes. I said, are you having another one? She said, no. I said, do you have a lot of applications? She said, yes. I said, how many people went through? She said, 60. I said, 6 or 60? She said, 60. She said, let me just warn you, this is the most unprecedented shortage of houses I've ever seen, and I've been a real estate agent for 15 years. And I freaked. I was like, what? And that's when I realised how bad it was. It's terrible because of the building grants, everyone's knocking down their houses. So I needed this house because the house I was living in was really old and the people were knocking it down to build a new house, and I had 3 weeks to get out. So I had to get a house. So I used my manifestations, my knowledge of manifestation to get this house because I was really desperate because it really was dire. Yeah, you're right, darling. Are you in Perth, are you? I struggle with OCD and it's really hard to be positive. Don't worry about being positive, darling. This is what I was saying about if you've got OCD, depression. I've had depression and anxiety most of my life. You don't have to be positive. This is why these LOA people are really confusing the shit out of you guys, because they're making you feel like you have to be happy all day long, and it's bullshit. You can manifest being angry. You can manifest being annoyed. You can manifest feeling anxious. You can still manifest. Think about all the things you manifest all day, darling, feeling anxious. You're still manifesting them. So don't feel you have to stop that anxiety to manifest. You don't. You just have to replace your negative thinking with a positive thought. So if you feel like I have to touch this doorknob 5 times or I can't get my manifestation, we'll start thinking, it doesn't matter what I do, I'll still get my manifestation. I'll still get my manifestation no matter what I do. No matter what I do, I'll still get it because I'm that powerful. Okay? Start replacing your negative thinking with a positive thought. Make those your affirmations. Do them daily over and over and over and over and over again. Start replacing your subconscious thoughts and things will start to change. I miss the beaches. Nothing else in Perth is, everything else in Perth is boring. I don't even go to the beach because look how white I am. So imagine how bored I am. I lived in Perth for 3 years, now I'm in Melbourne. Oh, I love Melbourne. I only went there once for a play school audition and I didn't bloody get it. I was so annoyed. I should have known about manifestation back then. I would have got the damn thing. So to get him back, I just must believe I'm enough and that he's coming back no matter how we ended. Yes, don't worry about how it ended, guys. It doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter. You can go cray-cray on his ass and he'll still love you. That's what you've got to imagine, okay? Okay. Any more questions? Wow, so you didn't complain. No, no complaining, guys. Complaining doesn't help you. It's just affirming in your mind the shit you don't want. I accidentally manifested a new phone the other day. My friend gave me a free iPhone X. Wow, how did you do that? Tell us. I'd love a new iPhone X because I've got no storage on my phone. Maybe I need to manifest a new phone. I think people focus on silly manifestation exercise like writing when the mindset is more important. Yes, darling, because writing, look, lots of people are teaching this 369 on here and scripting, and look, that's all very well. But you have to actually think the thoughts to change the thoughts. You can't just write them down. You have to be thinking them as you're writing them. So doing it 55 by 5 times, whatever that is. If you're not thinking it while you're writing, it makes no fucking difference. I've been unemployed for 13 months. I really started manifesting an admin construction warehouse, and that's all I see on Seek now. Oh, interesting. So that means you're definitely going to get it because it's like your subconscious is saturated and this is your new job, okay? So just imagine that you're already an admin at a construction. I love being an admin at this construction warehouse. I love this job. I love my job. I love working in this field. It's fantastic for me. I love it. It makes me feel so good. Start assuming you're already working in that role, okay? I was speaking about a new phone. Then I thought, what if my friend gave me a new phone? Ah, that's brilliant. Well done. Any more questions, guys? So, guys, make sure you join my page because I go live every day at really random times just to pick up different time zones, okay? Because I'm in Australia, so I'm on a really weird time. Okay, and then also follow because I'm doing a series on how to manifest your ex, how to affirm. Series is going at the moment. I think it's up to video 3 and it's got 12 videos to go. So if you want to know about how to form affirmations, when to do them, the scheduling, how they work, follow the page because then you'll see all the parts. Okay, and also I'm going to start adding these lives to my Facebook group, which is in my link. So if you want to join that group, I'll start adding all these lives that I'm doing every day to that group and you can watch them back, okay? Okay, Perth is 3 hours back, so I will always check. Yes, so I'm 3 hours behind Melbourne, so I'm at weird times. Like for me to post in US time, I've got to post really late at night. It's really annoying because almost all my users are US based. Do you believe we reincarnate with soul families? I don't know. I know that spirit stays around. I don't know about reincarnation, honestly, but I know some animals have been reincarnated to other animals. So maybe, look, I absolutely believe in spirit. This house is haunted. My last house was haunted. I've seen spirit. So absolutely spirit is real. Whether it goes into another person, don't know. I have no idea. You have to ask someone else about that who's an expert on reincarnation. Do you have to pay to join your Facebook group? No, darling, it's free. I'm just going to put the lives in there. And then I'm going to put all the series. So How to Manifest Properly is a good series to watch, guys, to know about what I'm talking about. So go back down my TikTok and you'll see How to Manifest Properly. It's written in black and there's 15 parts or 13 parts to it. Okay, watch all those. They're a minute long. But I'm going to take all those, put them in an album in the Facebook group so you can just watch them at once because TikTok's annoying because you have to scroll down the page and it's hard to find them. I've been talking to this guy on a dating app, but he was really judgmental about Irish people and his assumptions. Is this everyone is you pushed out? Well, everyone is you pushed out means that people reflect back to you your assumptions about you, them, and situations. So your situational thinking might be that you think people are judgmental about Irish people. You have some thoughts about what people think of Irish people. That could be the situational thinking. Your assumptions about him could be, this guy's rude. Or this guy is judgmental. Why is he being so judgmental? Okay, that's your assumption. And you're reading into what he's saying, but he wasn't really saying it. And your assumptions about you could be, people judge me. I get judged. People criticize me. People think they're above me. Take those and change those. If you ever search up Ralph Smart on YouTube, it will change your life even more. Just watch one video. Ralph Smart. I've not heard of this person. What does he teach? Never heard of him. TikTok won't let me message you about coaching. What? Won't it? It's very weird. Maybe something has happened to my account because I just did get a thing saying I was restricted on my live or something. That's strange. So join my Facebook group, darling, and message me through there. Okay? Join my Manifest Live with Loz Facebook group. Maybe I need to log off. Maybe I've been on live too long. Is there such a thing as lives going too long? Maybe that's what's happened. Have you ever manifested something bad or overthinking? Yes, I manifest lots of bad shit, guys, by overthinking. Stop overthinking. Oh, it's a shame because I've got 20 people on here and I might have to log off because maybe my TikTok's being restricted. Does anyone know about that? Is there a or you're muted. That's really weird. Guys, does anyone know what the restricted time is for lives? Because I've been on here for, I think, over an hour. Maybe I've been restricted for, like, you can't message me because I'm on here too long or something. Is that a thing? Don't people sit on TikTok all day long talking? My OCD keeps giving me negative thoughts. What will happen? I'm scared. Darling, all you need to do is start writing down your negative thoughts. Write them all down. Write them down one side of the page, then draw a line. Then write the complete opposite. So I feel powerless. I am powerful. Bad things will happen to me. Good things are always happening for me. Okay? Whatever it is you're scared about, this thing's going to happen. No, I am in control of my reality with my thoughts. Start affirming the opposite and use those affirmations every day and saturate your mind, darling, with these new thoughts, and I swear to you, you'll start feeling better. Okay? And the fear will start dissipating because you're going to change your subconscious thoughts that are causing that fear. All right? You're being restricted because you're talking about manifesting. Maybe. It's privacy settings you need to change so people can message you. Oh, is it? Okay, right. Well, I'm getting messages though from some random people. Maybe I'm following them. Maybe I'm not following you and therefore you can't message me. That might be what it is. I'll go and change it, darling, okay? Do you believe in angel numbers? No. Look, I have a video on angel numbers. Go to my page. There's one with angel numbers as a sticker on the top. You are manifesting the signs. So if you want to see angel numbers, that's your reticular activating system going 1111. Then it filters out all other numbers that you see and you'll just notice 1111 because your reticular activating system in your mind filters out things and then you'll start seeing 1111. Then you put meaning on 1111 of what you think it means. It means my manifestation coming. It means I'm powerful. It means put whatever meaning you want, but you're putting the meaning, guys, okay? So your reticular activating system makes you notice things more and more, and then you put the meaning. So unfortunately, no, I don't believe in angel numbers. I've seen people on here for 6 hours. There shouldn't be any time restrictions. 6 hours? Jesus, do they go to the toilet while they're talking to you or what? Or do they just not wee for 6 hours? That's bizarre. I drink regularly and I want to stop because it only causes me to have anxiety and not leave my house. Darling, you can stop being an alcoholic doing this. I did it for my ex. My ex is an alcoholic and he no longer is an alcoholic with me in my reality. Okay, let me tell you how I did this. I started affirming that he doesn't want to drink anymore, that alcohol repulses him, that when he tastes it, he wants to spit it out. And he started telling me that. He started saying, I'm spitting it out in the sink. Okay? Start assuming that what you crave before you no longer crave. I don't want it anymore. It doesn't make me feel good. Alcohol makes me feel shit. Okay? You're drinking because you're trying to black out or block out or numb out some feelings. Every alcoholic I've ever known, and I've known quite a few, because a lot of actors drink because they've got deep anxiety issues or deep personal issues, is coming from a place of needing to numb out feelings that you're feeling. Now, what you've got to start realizing about your feelings is they're always generated by a thought first. So you have to think a thought to have the feeling. You have to think, I'm a piece of shit. Then you feel bad. I'm not good enough. Then you feel awful. Things never work out for me. Then you feel despair. Your thought comes first. So what you have to do, darling, is you have to replace your negative thinking with new positive thoughts. So write down what they are, your negative thoughts. Be really critical, like do an uncritical assessment of yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Just write them down, all the things you think. Write a line down the page, write the opposite, and make those your affirmations and start affirming those every day, okay? And your anxiety will start to dissipate and you'll start being able to leave your house. Now, if it's a problem about leaving the house, start saying, I love being outside. I love spending time with my friends. I get bored inside my house. My house bores me. Okay, I love being free and happy outside of my house. I love being out in the wilderness, in the outdoors. I love going to bars and clubs and restaurants. I enjoy it. Okay, start affirming. Okay, I love spending time outside. I love spending time with my friends. Okay, start affirming those over and over and over again if you've got agoraphobia or any kind of feeling of not wanting to come out of the house. Hi there, guys. Do you believe in tarot and psychics? Tarot, no. Psychics, if they're talking to spirit, yes. But tarot, it's cards, guys. It's someone interpreting a card. They pick up the card and they use their mind to interpret what they read. And they're also reflecting your assumptions when they're reading to you. And psychics are reading your assumptions and reflecting them back to you also. But I have been to psychics, yes. Any other questions, guys? Otherwise, I'll log off. No, it was a few hours ago. I think you're fine. What was a few hours ago? That you're trying to message me? How strange. You keep skipping my question. That's what I said. I'm muted. What do you mean you're muted, darling? What do you mean I am muted? Meaning you're trying to message me and you can't? Or you mean you feel muted in life? Or do you mean someone's like blocked you or muted you? What do you mean, darling? Just repeat that question so I can understand what you're talking about. I'm Muslim too. I'm not Muslim, darling. When are you next online? So I'm going to go live tomorrow, Sunday night, 6 p.m. EST time, Eastern Standard Time, New York time, okay? That's my standard live times. Sunday, 6 p.m. EST, Thursday, 9 p.m. EST, and then I go live every day as well. That's why if you follow me, you'll know when I'm randomly going live, okay? Do you believe in God? I believe I am God. I believe God is in me. Today is Sunday. Okay, so today is Sunday for you guys, or is it Saturday? So it's Sunday where I am, but some of you it's Saturday night. So it's hard because you're everywhere. Tomorrow is Monday, you mean? No, some people it's still Saturday. What day is it? Yeah, some people it's still Saturday. Yeah, some people they're Saturday, some people it's Sunday. Tomorrow when I'm doing my live, it'll be Monday morning for me, but Sunday night for Americans. So everyone's everywhere. Sunday 1:45. It's 1:45 in the morning, Paul. What are you doing up? Go to bed. Are you a night owl? I used to do that. Now I'm a total morning person. I get up at 5. I can't help myself. I completely changed it. I decided I was a morning person, so I became a morning person. How do you like Australia? I've always wanted to live there. Look, I didn't live here for 14 years. I lived in England and I hated Australia. I couldn't wait to leave when I went to England, and now I'm back. I love it. The weather's great. The people are friendly. The lifestyle here is very relaxed and easy. Australia's great, and there's no COVID here, where I am at least. Do you have any success stories of people manifesting an SP to change their sexuality? No, not personally, but it is possible because they're based on your assumptions. So they could just be bi and just assume that they like you. And they'll like you. I'm trying to fix my sleep pattern. We'll start affirming that you love going to bed early. I love going to bed early. I love getting up early and going to bed early. My body loves to be asleep. I love sleep. Whatever it is, you affirm for your new body clock. Texas is 7:46 p.m. Oh, is it? So you're 2 hours... Oh, that's weird. Texas is a different time. Is that like Central Time or something? So that's not LA time. That's like a different time. So America's got 3 time zones, doesn't it? God, it's a big country, isn't it? I think everyone is a little bit bi. I'm a little bit bi. I like girls, but I've never had a relationship with girls. But every time I go to a lesbian bar, I'm cracked onto. Are you an empath? I think I might be, because I can't handle energies in places sometimes when I go to big... I think I'm just introverted, but I when I go to parties and stuff, I have to go home and like decompress. I'm like, ugh. Like the energy of that many people. I can't be around a lot of people for a long time, and also I pick up on people's energies really easily, and people come to me for advice all the time. So maybe that makes me an empath. I'm bi after a drink. Do you have any pets? Yes, do you want to see them? Molly, come here. Come here. I have a dog and a cat. My dog is the cat's best friend, and her name is Molly. Here she is. Come here. Oh, my darling. Who's this? Oh, yes. Look at the people. Who's that? Hi. This is Molly, and Molly is best friends with the cat called Safi, and she's 19, and she was raised by our other dog. She thinks she's a dog, but she's somewhere on my bed. Oh, she's a Shih Tzu Lhasa Apso. Isn't she cute? And she was from a rescue home. Who would give her up? What's this piece of hair in your face? She needs a hair clipped. Someone took her and dumped her at the rescue home, and we rescued her. Isn't she cute? All right. You want to sit here or you want to get down? I can always tell how nice a person is, how they treat animals. Completely. My ex-boyfriend didn't like my dog and cat, and I affirmed my new USP. My affirmations were, I want someone who treats me beautifully, and I want someone who walks up the street with my dog and cat, because I take them for a walk every night, and he used to walk up the street with me all the time when we lived in the other house. And I wanted someone who treated my animals beautifully, and they love him. And when he comes over, she goes insane crying. She can hear his car turn up, and she just cries and cries because she loves him so much. So I know when someone doesn't like animals because, when animals don't like a person, I get sus about the person. I think, what's wrong with them? I can always, a daily reminder that you are more than good, beautiful and powerful. Oh, lovely. That's beautiful, group mum. I love that. What breed? Yes, she's the Shih Tzu Lhasa Apso. So Lhasa Apsos were the Dalai Lama's guard dogs. They were big, huge dogs, and they were bred down. So she's an excellent guard dog. So I'll never get burgled because she literally can hear anything. She can hear a car. If my brother or my SP pull up, she can hear their car down the street. I manifested not to be an empath anymore. Yeah, that's a really good idea because being an empath's fucking annoying. Because I'm giving advice here, guys, because I like giving advice, but sometimes I give so much advice to people, I actually feel like, does anyone want to talk about me? Like, I actually, with some of my friends, like, I become such an advice giver that I feel kind of sapped of my energy sometimes when I'm around people who need advice from me all the time. Not you guys. Hi, Molly. Yes, she says hello. Do you have any clairvoyance abilities? No, not about the future. I've seen a person after they died, a very, very, very good friend of mine who committed suicide. It was a very, very tragic funeral, and everyone was just devastated, and it was just the saddest funeral I've ever been to. Like, grown-ass men were weeping. It was so sad. And I went to the coffin with a letter I'd written for him, and the coffin was closed. And I said to my mum, oh, he's not in there. I'll give it to him later. And she was like, not in there. And I just felt he wasn't in there. When I went outside, he was sitting on the wall. And I thought, oh, what's he doing sitting over there? It's weird. And I didn't think much of it. I just thought, what's he doing there? And then a girl that I knew came up to me and she said, can I ask you a question? Do you know if anyone looks like him in his family, like a cousin or anything? I said, why? And she goes, I don't want to sound nuts, but I just saw him sitting over on that wall. And she saw him as well. And then for the rest of the day, he was in the bar that we went to. So we went to a bar and he was walking around the bar all day. He was over there and then over there and then over there. And I just got so used to seeing him that I was like, oh. And then when I moved to my last house, there was a lady who lived there. She was 100 years old and she died in the house. And I could feel her all the time. And she used to ring the doorbell all the time. All different doorbell rings, especially Big Ben. She used to play Big Ben and it didn't play that. And she used to make the fire alarm go off. And then this house... I think there's a spirit in the bedroom. There's perfume that gets like sprayed. It goes, and then goes away, and then it's fucking strong. And sometimes it's so sickly that I'm like lying in bed like, it stinks. I need to open the window. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, yes, thank you. I normally seen him. I see, is seeing ghosts scary? I've had a fear since I was a child. They're not a ghost, darling. They're just a spirit. They're just people. Whose perfume? So the lady who, well, I didn't know. And my SP and I were like, what's that smell? And I thought I was going nuts. And he was like, what is that? And we walked around. We looked for like a plug-in. We thought it was a plug-in somewhere. And it wasn't. It was my neighbour told me the other day, and she's psychic. Her whole family's psychic. And she said, oh, I know who that is. She said, that's Lynn, who used to live here. She died. She died of pancreatic cancer. And I said, my mum's called Lynn. And my mum's got Alzheimer's and I can't talk to her anymore. So I just wonder if the lady Lynn is here, like, protecting me because my mum and I, we can no longer talk. And our relationship's very different, so it was nice to hear her name was Lynn. I've seen multiple spirits. It's not scary at all. Exactly. We're all spirit, guys. Once you die, it's just your meat that dies. I've been manifesting to have enough money for BBL, and I legit 1 month later won the inner scratcher. What's BBL? I don't know all these abbreviations, guys. But you won 1 month later? Congratulations, Jasmine. That's brilliant. I'm sorry about your mum. Oh, thank you, darling. Well, that's crazy. Her name was Lynn, just like your mum. Yeah, I know. Isn't that funny? Because my mum and I were very close. She's my best friend. And so now when I talk to her, she can't speak back. She's so frustrated because she can't say anything. Ghosts and magic isn't real. Grow up. Well, if you don't think so, darling, then you don't think so. I saw my SP's aura with my physical eyes. It was black. Ooh. We'll change that shit. You don't want to be having a black aura, do you? Isn't that bad? I don't know. I don't see auras. Any more questions? It's draining to be an empath because you can feel the pain. Yeah. You're a beautiful person. Oh, thank you, darling. Do you believe in zodiac signs? Well, look, I believe in the personality traits of zodiac signs, I guess, because I've just believed in it my whole life. So I do notice people's personalities are similar. And I also discovered path numbers recently and discovered what my path number was, and it was freakily accurate. And it scared the shit out of me because I was like, oh my God, why have I never read this before? I never knew what a path number was. And then when I realised, I was like, what? Look, that's my phone going off telling me to affirm. Affirm the girl I am. See how I said I have affirmation reminders? I really do. Yeah, but as far as astrology, look, you can believe what you want to believe, guys. Your thoughts are based on your reality is based on your assumptions. So if you want to believe your zodiac sign is affecting you and whatever, predictions for your year affects you, you can decide that or not decide it. It's in my phone reminders. So in my calendar, I'll show you what I do. This is what I do for affirmations, guys, just to make sure I actually affirm so I don't forget, but I ignore it a lot. So don't think I'm perfect because I don't do it all the time. There's my phone reminders. Can you see? Affirm for the new story. Affirm for relationship. Affirm for my body. Affirm for my power. Affirm for the girl I am. So I have different blocks of affirmations. Okay? So on the hour, it'll go off. Affirm for my body. My body is beautiful just the way it is. I love my body. Everyone loves my body. Everyone loves me just the way I am because I have a lot of body issues. So they're my body affirmations. I am perfect just the way I am. I was wonderfully made. And I say them over and over now. I have them written in my notes. So then also in the reminder, you can put in the note of the reminder your affirmations. You can literally copy and paste them from your notes to the note in your reminder. It's not a reminder, it's a calendar reminder, right, in your calendar. Then you can literally go to the thing, read the affirmations. You're done. Next hour, next affirmations for my relationship. We are in a happy, loving relationship. He loves being my boyfriend. Da, 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 da. They're written in my notes, but most of the time now I remember them because I know them off by heart. You don't have to remember them, but you put them in your notes or write them down. But if you've got them in your notes, you'll always know them because they're there. They pop up. You don't have to go back into your notes and find them. They're literally in your reminder, guys. I feel like he misses me right now. Well, darling, if you feel that way, then he is. You decide. How long have you been manifesting? Guys, you are always manifesting. You mean, how long have I been consciously doing it on purpose? Since I was 19, but I didn't really understand it until maybe 2016. I didn't really get what I was doing until I found Neville Goddard. What is your zodiac sign? I'm a Virgo, but I don't know all that rising. I only know I'm a Virgo, and I am a path 22. True consciously, yes. So what you're trying to do, guys, is consciously create affirmations so powerful by the looks I must learn. Guys, all they are you here to learn and be a sponge and absorb the information? Lovely, Nicholas. Okay, so all affirmations are, guys, are replacing your old negative thinking with new positive thoughts. That's it. You don't do positive, you don't be happy. You just have to take the old negative shitty thought and make an affirmation against it. I am fat and ugly. My body is beautiful and everyone thinks I'm beautiful. Okay, that's your new affirmation. Whatever it is, swap it to a new positive one and affirm and affirm and affirm and affirm. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can most definitely achieve. I love that. That is Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill is wonderful. He's written a book called Think and Grow Rich. He talks about infinite intelligence. He's also written a book that's amazing and was banned for many decades called Outwitting the Devil. And Outwitting the Devil is about how fear runs the world, and it's an amazing book. How do you make a blonde laugh on a Saturday? Tell her a joke on a Wednesday. Very good. Yeah, I'm a bit like that. I might be like, oh, now I get it. Yeah. Rewire the mind. Yes, darling, that's exactly right. Understood. Affirmations to combat and require, yeah. So that's all you're doing. What you're doing all day, guys, when you're talking to yourself is affirming. You're saying, I'm struggling. I don't get this. My manifestations aren't coming. You're literally affirming. Affirming is just saying something as truth. You're telling your mind as truth what you're thinking. So now you have to think a new thought. That's all affirming is. So when people start talking about 369 and blah, 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 all they're trying to do is get you to say it over and over, but really you have to think it. because it's the thinking you're trying to replace. Your subconscious mind creates your reality. That's what manifestation is. So now you're trying to change your subconscious thinking to new positive thoughts of what you want, and then you outpicture that in your reality, and your reality will change. That's all manifestation is. Oh, shit. What's happened? I've just pressed someone's thing. My cat decided to sleep on my laptop. My cat, they love it because it's warm, don't they? My cat loves to sleep on my laptop. I'm a magnet for my desires. Oh, that's a good one. Interview with the devil of OFCS. It was banned. CS, the government don't want the truth. The whole thing is on YouTube. The interview with the devil OFCS. What's OFCS? Guys, I don't know these abbreviations you guys write. I'm too old. If you've got to write out the whole thing. Any more questions, guys? Otherwise, I'll log off because I've been on here for like 2 hours. And I need to wee. And I can't take you with me if I'm having a wee. That would be weird. What time is it over there where you guys are? What time? It's 10 o'clock in the morning here, so it must be 9 p.m. US time? EST? It must be 12 in noon in Sydney. CS is because. Oh, right. Yes, I let my cat walk all over. She owns me practically because I can't say no. Oh, look, my cat every morning sits here like this on me, and I can't do anything about it. She just loves sitting on me because she's 19. She's skin and bone, and she needs the warmth. She needs the body warmth. Here from Trinidad, 10 p.m. in Trinidad. Trinidad, wow. 9 p.m. New York. I'm in Melbourne. God, I love it how you're all over the world. Do you think we are all separate realities or the same? Everyone's in you're in your own reality, guys. Think about it like bowling lanes. I'm bowling in my reality here, in my lane. Someone else is in their lane, and they're doing their shit in their reality. That's why there's no competition. A leaf from Trump's book, say something enough times it will become believable, even to myself. I was saying this in the last live, that Donald Trump's family are advocates of, they follow the pastor called Vincent Norman Peale. And Vincent Norman Peale wrote the book, The Power of Positive Thinking. And Trump's family understood that repetition is key and it will get things into people's minds. And that is why Trump repeats and repeats and repeats himself. Isn't it wonderful? It's going to be great. It's the greatest. It's the most beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing we've ever done. It's greatest. Let's make America great again. He repeats and repeats and repeats like Hitler did because he knows that repetition is the key to getting things in people's subconscious minds. He's not stupid. He might act stupid, but he ain't stupid. They have actually very gentle cats, are beautiful creatures when loved. Yes. Oh, look, I'm a cat person. I'm an everything person. I want a pet, but I'm Muslim. Can't have a dog. Why can't you have a dog if you're Muslim? What are you talking about? Really? I know a lot of Muslims. I'm sure they've got dogs. I know a Muslim with a dog. He's got his own Instagram account. I'm scared of cats. Well, affirm that you aren't, darling. Kia Aora. What does that mean? What does that mean? That's something. I know what that is. What is that? He's smarter than we think. He manifested being president. Exactly. There's interviews of him saying one day I might be president. He manifested that. He ain't stupid. He should have manifested himself winning. Animals give, but he kept affirming that he wasn't going to win, didn't he? He kept saying, they're going to rig this. It's rigged. So guess what happened? He didn't win. He kept saying it. Did you notice that? So what he kept saying happened. Animals give love all the time to us. There's no reason not to get one. Exactly. If you want to get a dog, darling, affirm you have a dog. There's a wonderful story, a Neville Goddard story, where this lady wouldn't let her child have a puppy. And he said, little boy, what do you want? And he said, I want a little collie puppy. And the mum said, no, you may not have a puppy. I've already told you this. You can't have a puppy. He goes, but I want one. I want a collie puppy. I have my collie puppy. I don't care what you say. And she looked at Neville like, oh, God, and then Neville knew. She thought, no, he's a kid. He's going to get this puppy because kids are powerful manifestors. They don't take no for an answer, and their imaginations are wild, and they'll run wild with their imagination. And a couple of weeks later, he won a collie puppy in a raffle. And the mum couldn't say no, could she? It's good to get children pets because it teaches them to be gentle. Yes, that's a great idea. Yes, it's very good. Oh, Kia Ora is hello in Maori. Is it? All I know in Mary is a curry curryana. You know that song? I learned it at school. I'm not even saying it properly. Shout out, please. Hi, Matt Kenny022. Matt's Kenny. Any more questions, guys? Otherwise, I'm going to log off and wee. I need to wee. I can come back on later if you like. In about half an hour, I might just have some breakfast and... Oh, not breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. I might just have something to eat and log back on. Kids are master manifestors. The kids I work with manifest toys all the time. Kids... Look, guys, education kills your fucking creativity and your imagination. Before kids go into school, their imagination is wild. And they're using their imaginations properly. We should be using our imaginations just like children do. It says in the Bible, be as little children. It's telling you to imagine the way they do. Do it as vividly as they do, and you will manifest exactly what you fucking want. Take a break, love. Speak soon. Yes, okay. I'm going to take a break because I need to wee. Okay, guys? So I might come back in about half an hour. All right. Thanks for joining me. Follow my page, and then you'll know when I'm live again. Okay, because I go live randomly all the time. All right, Leonardo. Sorry, I'm going. Okay, I'm going to go wee. I'm going to have some breakfast, and I'll come back in half an hour. Follow my page, and then you know when I'm live. All right, guys. Bye. Lovely chatting to you. See ya.